Get ready to sports wash! Dun 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 dun. Riyadh, Jeddah, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's crown jewel time. I'm Oli Davis. I'm joined by Tempest, the man with all the gold, but not for much longer because I'm going to beat him in predictions on this show. As a quick recap, we both have Roman Reigns.
Shocker.
But you have him as your Joker pick.
I do.
Championship matches count for double points, which means that Joker pick will be 4 points if successful.
Hopefully a guaranteed 4 points, but you never know.
In the six-man tag, I have the original club, the OC. You have the Judgment Day.
I do.
We will differ there. We both have Brock Lesnar in the Brock Lesnar-Bobby Lashley match. We both have Drew McIntyre in the Karrion Kross Steel Cage match. We both have Braun Strowman in the Big Man match. We both have the Usos in the Brawling Brutes match. But I have Bayley as my Joker, a women's championship change in Saudi Arabia because WWE created women's rights. While you have Bianca Belair.
I do, and honestly, I feel more confident in this pick now because I think that they've added this women's tag team match to this pay-per-view for the sole purpose of having that be the first women's championship to change hands in Saudi Arabia.
So what's happened is after Alexa Bliss and Asuka won the women's tag belts on Raw from Io Shirai and Dakota Kai, they're just going to do the rematch on this show. Was that announced yesterday or
today?
I think
so. I think it was announced on SmackDown, yeah.
So we need to add in another prediction.
Yep.
There is an argument to put it right back on Kai and Sky. I think you can then give the Saudi Arabian Crown Prince a title change. It's an easy title to change hands. And it probably would put doubt in Bayley winning. It'll make you think that Bayley's going to win when actually she doesn't, which screws me over. But I'm going to say Kai and Sky regain the titles.
I am inclined to agree with you. I think that is why this match has been added to this show. I think Bianca is going to retain. She's going to retain her title here. And I like that for the hopes of keeping old Goldie over here.
Yeah.
As we get into the start of this show, because again, we have neglected to include the pre-show because why bother?
Well, if you want us to react to video packages and another panel of people discussing the show.
If you want me to react to Peter Rosenberg, I will.
It's like that Bo Burnham joke in Inside where he's just reacting to the reaction to the reactions of the reactions. Anyway,
how
we've got
many layers
Pyro.
deep can we get with our reactions?
Eventually all media will eat itself. And we're halfway there. We are in Crown Jewel in Riyadh. What's the real feel, do you think?
The real feel?
Don't you remember that from the Goldberg-Undertaker match? It was incredibly humid.
Oh, God.
And they had like the temperature, but then they had the real feel, which is how hot it actually felt, which was several degrees higher.
That's why that match was bad.
They were sweaty.
Because they were warm.
Yeah.
He didn't actually drop him. He just slipped because he was sweaty.
It's like trying to grab hold of an oiled person.
Oh. You know, I just went and saw The Woman King this week.
Oh, was it good?
Very good movie. Would highly recommend it. And Terry and I went and saw this, editor Terry. And we made a point that it was really cool that there were points early in the movie where we were like, this is an interesting choice because a lot of the characters were quite shiny and everything, right? Like, and we thought...
they glistened.
They glistened for the camera. And we thought this is just, movie magic to make them look that way. But no, later in the movie, you see that they actually do, oil themselves up so that they're difficult to grapple with. And I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah. It's like, you're never going to catch me.
You're wasting your time.
Oh, well, it looks like we're kicking off with what might be, our most anticipated match.
I think so.
Potentially the most disappointing at the same time.
It's entirely possible. Entirely possible. Depends which Brock Lesnar we're going to get for this match. Because we are starting with Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar in our opener.
you will have the excitement of getting to watch me essentially write my review script as we do this.
And you'll get the excitement of me looking for shiny Pokemon because it's Community Day in Pokemon Go, and I still need all my Dratinis, and I haven't found one of them yet.
What's Community Day?
It's where one day a month, one specific Pokemon gets highlighted, and there's a bunch of them. Like, they spawn at a ridiculous rate, and there is an increased chance of you finding a shiny Pokemon. So they're like the special rare ones that you can find.
They do anything better, or are they just shiny?
They're just shiny.
Is it, again, so they can't be caught in battle? They just slip out of Charizard's skating.
Especially this one, it's like a serpent, so they're even more difficult to grab.
Slippery Pokemon.
Yeah, that's the new type.
Eel.
Yeah, 9th generation, they're going to introduce the slippery type.
Well, to tie this back, I bet Bobby Lashley is impossible to catch. If he's broken free of you, and you've got to chase him round, like a pen, I don't know how you could. Just the amount of sweat on the guy.
He glistens.
Bobby Splashly.
He's done it. You'd need to use a Master Ball on Bobby Lashley.
You just headbutt it away. Nut it.
I'll never forget there was an episode of Pokemon once where someone brought us, like, you know what? I want this Pokemon. I found a Master Ball. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know they had that in the show. Throws it at the Pokemon just swallowed it. Can you imagine?
So Bobby Lashley's come out. He's in the ring. And now we're getting a video package for Bobby Lashley. Oh, and Brock Lesnar.
It did look like it was just a video package for Bobby Lashley for a minute there.
Well, is this pretty much the same video package we got ahead of their Rumble clash at the start of this year?
I would imagine so.
Where they've never fought before.
God, it looked like a commercial.
They've just put a few... What is
the video package ended, and now it's like starting part 2 of the video package.
Oh, so this is when Brock returned ahead of the US title match on Raw.
It's not their best video package.
They're so good at video packages usually.
Yeah.
But this really is. Oh yeah, so we won't include the stuff from their last build.
All that Roman stuff.
We'll just put in the title card that Ian from graphic design knocked up in his lunch break.
The intern.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this match should be awesome. This should be Lesnar Goldberg styles of punk.
Yeah,
punk
like
rock
if this
song.
was 5 minutes of just a
Big
war,
moves.
I would be totally fine with it.
You need Paul Heyman booking it.
Yeah.
I mean, but even though he's not on camera with Brock, you'd expect he's still
I would
agent in
think
all the
so.
matches, essentially.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, that was like when Brock Lesnar was at his most fun, when it was like the summer of 17, and they were doing the SummerSlam match where it was just like 20 minutes of carnage.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I think you'd argue that was the best SummerSlam main event maybe ever.
Which one?
The four-way, Lesnar, Joe, Reigns, and Strowman.
Oh, yeah. I thought for a second there, I thought you were talking about Lesnar Orton. I was like, that's hugely morally icky. No, what a match that was.
Yeah.
Back when Joe was just like so on the cusp of becoming the big guy. This is I haven't done a live reactions. We were saying before we started for a while because I just can't stay up past 10 p.m. usually. I am just used to skipping these video packages.
It's a different beast when you got to sit through them, isn't it?
This is quite annoying.
This was honestly like the last time they were in Saudi Arabia, at Elimination Chamber this year. I was like, this is a 2-hour show stretched into 4 hours because there was legit, I think I went back and counted that there was legit like an hour of the show was entrances. And I was like, this is unacceptable.
That was before Triple H took control of the book.
Mm-hmm.
He's only going to make those entrances more elaborate and longer.
Oh, you're going to get a Bray Wyatt entrance on this show. It's going to be like 20 minutes long, but you're going to sing along with it.
Sing along to it, a cappella.
Yeah.
I'm going to do all the notes.
You're going to get us demonetized.
Here's the star. Oh, I love him. I love the crowd wearing NWO t-shirts. Oh, by the way, all of your chats that you send in, we're going to donate all of that money to SAMI for SYRIA.
Probably get those tablets out, shouldn't I? Yeah.
Like we usually do for these shows. Aaron Irons, Memberg for 5 months.
Woo!
Thanks for streaming so I don't have to watch the Blood Money show. Heart emoji. Well, yeah.
You've got that. Do you want to just use that, or would you like a tablet?
I'll use this because I'll be clacking.
Clickety clackety.
My first note is Bobby entered. They played a 5-minute video package for Lesnar. Jesus.
Look at how long has transpired. We're 10 minutes into this show.
That's the wrong order. Someone has screwed up the running order.
Yes, please do donate because we don't want to support the Blood Money show. So you can support SAMI for SYRIA instead. Wonderful charity run by the wonderful Sami Zayn.
Oh.
We love Sami Zayn, and they're off and running here.
Oh, straight into the steel steps Bobby has put him. Well, this is promising. Brawling on the outside. Spear.
A spear right off the bat.
I'm going to crank the volume to 20 just so I can hear Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett. Another spear. This is Goldberg.
This is it. This is what we want. Big moves.
Finisher spamming.
They needed the entrance video package to store up all the finishers.
I think it was SmackDown versus Raw 2009, where if you played the entrance, you could like...
And another one through the barricade.
Oh my lord. It's literally the Goldberg match. In SVR 09, you could like go down to the ring and like if you were playing as Jeff Hardy or somebody, if you were playing like on the Wii, you could like do this, have him do his entrance, and it would power you up for the match. So you could literally start the match with a finisher. Maybe that's what they did.
This is getting reversed.
He just speared him 4 times.
What?
Now he's going to go to Suplex City, and this is going to be a 5-star match. Lashley spear's fun.
Why does he, whenever Bobby engages with Lesnar, he seems to intent on popping his own shoulder out. Like, even that spear, which is his move, he twisted to land on his shoulder.
He does that, though. Like, his spear, he, like, does a cartwheel as he does it.
Yeah, but
yes, all the German suplexes, they kind of, like, just don't quite land flush.
I like Brock selling the knee from that opening steel stairs bump. Then it's Brock's turn. Suplexes. So he's Brock is such a good seller.
He's probably... Ooh! Yeah, you're right. You're onto something here. He wants to separate his shoulder. I think it's a fair statement to say that Brock Lesnar's like the most underrated seller of all time. Maybe not by those in the know, but for as much flack as he gets for not wanting to work and everything, when he's got his working shoes on, he's brilliant.
F5 with the injured leg. Only one though. Surely a kick out.
Ooh. See? That's good.
So when Lashley's trying to separate his shoulder, do you think he's just like, and then I can become Fat Lashley? I can go away for a bit. I get to be Fat Lashley when I come back.
I get to eat pizza again. Could well be.
We didn't really pick up on this on the news, but it was such a fun idea. Bobby Lashley told an interview that one of his ideas to Vince was that he would go on a losing streak, eat loads of, like, just put on weight.
Yeah. He wanted to become Fat Lashley. He wanted to depression eat, basically.
And then MVP would sort of pick him up and guide him back to his former glory.
Yeah.
Such a good idea. But of course, Vince was like, but you're the Almighty.
Yeah.
Look at your body.
Yeah, try and get the man who most loves muscles in the world to get the most... Ooh, Christ.
Jeez.
Knocking Brock off the...
This is already so much better than their Rumble match.
Yeah. Yeah,
Bobby's getting booed.
The guy who loves muscles the most to get the most muscly man in history to become fat. But legit, Bobby just wanted an excuse to eat pizza and ice cream.
Yeah. That's why Randy Orton wanted to turn heel.
Yeah.
So he could eat cake. Because he's got this weird idea that people wouldn't cheer a baby face if they were a little bit chubby. Yeah, Lesnar is working this totally babyface.
He is a babyface.
Yeah. I just thought with Lashley, who's been getting those very strong reactions over the summer.
Yeah. This is a fun match so far. I am enjoying this.
Oh,
that's impossible. Oh my lord!
We didn't.
His shoulders are too big.
Brock's neck has muscles.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Red Lesnar when he just holds his breath to make his face turn beet red.
Did you ever see that the interview that Orton did in the WWE Evil documentary, where he talked about how he would really like when he was the heel, like when he was the Viper Randy Orton, and he would get into the zone. He would like just before he'd go out or do an interview, he'd like bend over, hold his breath, push all the blood into his face, and like really work himself up.
Wow.
And it's crazy because he does it on camera right there. He's like, "This is how I get into the zone," and he does it, and you literally see him turn into heel Randy Orton from like 09.
Oh my god! What? Like, just like a few pulsating veins?
Yeah, he's got like a vein pulsing, and he's like, he looks exactly the same. And I've never been more impressed with the acting ability of Randy Orton than I was in that interview.
Oh, sure he's going to power out of this last one.
This is how you beat Brock Lesnar in the UFC. With a full Nelson. With a half Nelson. No, a full Nelson. No, he's beating him with Bobby Nelson.
No one ever lets the hand, do the way Rock used to get out of it. Oh, he's still got it on. Oh, but shoulders.
Oh. Well, that's a weird finish. It's like they tried to do the Coquina clutch finish where they like don't release the hold but roll back over, but he didn't quite get there, so he just kind of lay on top of him. It's a lame finish to this otherwise very fun match. Felt like we were just kind of getting going.
Yeah, you just needed like a couple more minutes of crazy moves, kickouts.
Yeah.
That'd have been fine.
Yeah.
They did that thing where they tried to protect someone and they just ended up making both guys look a bit lame.
Yeah. Brock's having a conversation with the ref here.
Why does Bobby look surprised? But that's what I hate about this finish.
Yeah. What do you mean I lost?
You could hear the referee counting. You had 3 seconds to release the hold.
Yeah.
You haven't got till 5.
Well, that does mean that it is time to update our standings. Doesn't change much because we're still tied, but we both get 1 point. I've learned how to do this today.
Oh, Bobby's gonna keep assaulting Brock.
Your scores: Tempest 1, Oli 1.
I guess good. Oh, he's going. Yep, there's the red face.
You had to get it. Boo.
Is that a
Shiny Dratini? Found one. See? It's pink. Very excited about it.
I'm happy for you.
I only need 2 more.
Would you say that's a Bobby heel turn, or do you think that's more?
Well, Well, this is a filler arc. This never happened.
Yeah.
I would kind of say so. Like, that was a heelish thing. Like, he kind of... I don't know if he worked heel or was just getting booed, but that was definitely a heelish move.
I mean, I guess you could say at least they made the person who's there every week look strong at the end.
If you're looking for positive things to say about the finish. I think you could have...
It's a 4-minute trailer time.
Yeah.
Should we play our trailer?
I think we should, because rather than sit through the same War Games trailer that we always see, we have our own show to promote. Over on partsFUNknown right now, you can go and check out our new series, Survival Series, where all of us get in a room and we enjoy a lovely game of survival of the person who knows the most about a very specific wrestling category in a very fun, edited thing, and you will greatly enjoy it. So please check out this trailer right now. Hello, and welcome to our new hit show, Survival Series, where we've taken the most exciting and beloved round of Quizlemania and turned it into its own brand new show. You will be naming every WWE champion.
Hello, I'm very annoyed at how much people think I'm going to be good at this.
That would be Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Brock Lesnar.
Bobby Lashley.
Big E. The Miz.
No!
That is your first strike.
No!
I was really hoping I could hold on to at least that first mistake for a little while.
I'm missing something.
Randy Orton.
Dean Ambrose.
Daniel Bryan.
Dean, Seth, Roman, I can't remember what order.
He gets off Sheamus, off Cena.
Doesn't that look fun?
So much fun. It was right here.
It was right here. Right on this set, in fact. What I genuinely am so happy with the reception of that show so far, but we want as many people to watch it as possible. So please go watch Survival Series Episode 1. See if you can name every WWE champion and do better than this guy right here, perhaps. Or Adam, or Luke, or Pete, or Andy. And if you really enjoyed it, you can go over to patreon.com/WrestleTalk and watch the full uncut version of that show. It's about an hour and 15 minutes long, and you get to see each competitor's full chance to name every WWE champion. See which ones really stumped them, because not every bit got to make it into the final cut. And there are some really good bits in there that you will not get to see otherwise. So make sure you go over and subscribe at our Patreon and enjoy partsFUNknown's newest series, Survival Series. What did you think, Ollie? You had a fun time doing it.
I had a great time making it, and I was just happy that I didn't come last.
Mm-hmm. You did better than I thought you would.
I did better than I thought I would, and that's all I care about. That I beat myself.
Yeah.
I beat myself off over and over again. I was reading the comments, and a lot of people are having fun by seeing how far they can get in the comments. And within like 3 minutes of the video going live, someone's comment was, "Oh, let's see how I would do." And then it's the whole thing back to Buddy Rogers, 148 reigns. And so, "Oh yeah, made it all the way." I'm like, you son of a bitch, you just copied that from a Wikipedia page or something. No way you typed this entire message in 3 minutes.
In 3 minutes, yeah.
Off the top of your head.
You could not do that on the Sporkle quiz. That is just typing in every WWE champion. That is impossible, sir. But either way, please go over and check it out. We're very happy, and we'd love to make more. But of course, we can only make more if it makes its money back. So make sure that you go over, watch it, and enjoy. It's a very fun show, and I'm very proud of it. So support Survival Series on partsFUNknown today, as Damage Control now makes their entrance for their tag title match against whoever, Asuka and Alexa Bliss.
You forgot.
I did.
We should do women's tag team champions. I saw
out on the first one.
Someone's said that's do 24/7 champions.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! It's Dana Brooke still right now.
I think so. She's lost it and regained it on house shows like a million times, but like
we'd need to have a heads up so we can just like research a bit.
I don't think that one would be chronological.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good one. You have said something wrong a few times, which is weird for you because you're like the master of facts and wrestling info. You say, how do you say that? This team?
What? Damage control.
Yeah, it's not how you say it.
Oh, is it damage catarl?
That's how it's
We
spelled.
got esk, catarl, and pig up.
Mhm.
Doesn't seem to be any key.
Where's the any key? Let's go through a few of your donations. Of course, all the super chat revenue today will go towards SAMS, which is Sami Zayn's charity to help raise money for mobile clinics in a refugee camp in Syria. Oh, but before that, we've got a Byron Saxton interview. Byron Saxton dressed as the Joker.
In this suit, it's not cheap. You ought to know you bought it. Oh, that's an interesting bit. Alexa Bliss gets distracted by the Wyatt 6 logo thing popping up on the TV behind her. That's the first little bit of Alexa Bray Wyatt stuff we've seen to date. That's spicy.
So it's back to the sort of skin tight all over bodysuits.
Yep.
Which I don't think is serving the purpose they think it is.
I mean, it is covering them up.
In an almost more fetishistic, is that a word, way?
It is now.
Yeah. Fetishy way.
I mean, you never know what people are into.
But it's quite a famed kink.
Yes.
All over tight PVC style bodysuits.
Oh, God. I never heard this Alexa Bliss theme. You can tell I don't watch Raw.
It look like, it looks like Christmas light decorations on their costumes.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm just feeling Christmassy.
Maybe. Have you got Christmas stuff up yet?
No, but I'm thinking
Good.
about it. We got a Christmas candle.
Just one?
Just one, yeah. It's scented. My partner just put it on the table and she was like, "Guess what that is?"
Smells like Christmas.
It's a candle. I don't care. And I smelled it and I was like, "Oh no, it's like, yeah, it's Christmassy."
Yeah. What does Christmas smell like to you?
So this particular, well, what does it smell like to me?
Yes.
Happiness, joy, being around all my loved ones,
I was-
and most importantly, presents.
Okay. Not sure any of those are tangible things that
Presents
I can
are
relate
definitely tangible things.
to. What does a present smell like?
A present smells like. You know what? I can tell you what a present sounds like.
Yeah. There's a lot of crinkling happening, yeah.
I don't know what. I guess plastic, right? Like the smell of a toy still sealed in its cardboard backing and the plastic front.
There are scents of things like that where if it's like there's like a scent to new trading cards, like fresh out of a package that is wonderful. There's like a new electronic smell that
yes,
if you said
that
one
is
of those
different.
that
Yeah.
it's different from one another, but both I would say like that's what a present smells like.
Been in
if
the
you're
warehouse.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw me, but I got a sexy new notebook last week, and I huffed on that thing for like a good 15 minutes next to Pete, and he was like, "Can you stop making that?" I was like,
This is why he did so bad at Survival Series. You were doing that beforehand.
I was huffing notebooks.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the stationery! Okay. Oh, I haven't even written down about the frickin' Bray Wyatt tease. Stop distracting me. React to this match.
They're doing a roll and a kip up. They're chain wrestling. Tony Garea. Did Tony Garea pass away? And I didn't hear about it. He must have said great because Tony Garea is not dead, which I'm very happy about. I was gonna say I would have been shocked. So, okay, Michael Cole, you'll get away with it this time. I must have simply misheard you.
Okay, so yeah, this is we've both gone for Kai and Sky to retain,
Yes.
with the idea that you would think, like storytelling wise, that would provide more of a threat that Bayley could win, makes that match more tense.
I'm trying to metagame this. I simply think that what was that? There was like a light flash.
Yeah, now I'm just looking out for Bray Wyatt teasers.
I am simply metagaming this match and thinking that this is going to be the match with the title change, to have your women's title change in Saudi Arabia, so that the other one, Bianca, can retain. I'm also trying to will this into existence so that I get to get more points and keep this.
Yeah, because it really does come down to those two Joker picks, because we've differed on those.
Yeah. Well, we've differed on one of them.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Really, yeah, I mean, honestly, I hope that match goes on late in the show, because it really will sort of come down to that.
Well, I reckon, Rogan.
I didn't know he was on this show. More problematic people.
I can't even say. Roman. Paul will be the main event. But maybe Bayley Bianca could be second to top, and they could bill it as a co-main event.
Mm-hmm.
But then there might also be a way to put the Usos on right before Roman, and you could have some interactions there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lovely. Asuka and Shirai in the ring.
Have these two had a singles match yet? And if not, why not?
I don't know if I just imagined this, but I thought there was heat between them from their Japanese wrestling days. And that's why they were kind of kept apart in WWE.
Interesting.
But that's one of those things that I have then looked to try and find any supporting evidence. Like, you know what? I'm going to Google it now.
What better time than right now?
Shirai.
I also keep getting distracted. I have less than a half hour to find 2 more shiny Dratinis.
Why do you need to get 2?
Because I need 3 of them to complete the set. Because Dratini evolves twice. So I want to have all 3 of them be shiny.
What, so there's just Dratinis hanging out in this room?
Yeah. Look, there's one now. Dratini.
Mm-hmm. Okay, question. Do Io and Asuka have real-life heat between them? If so, why? I just heard a podcast mention it, and that it was bad. This was posted 4 years ago on Reddit.
So it wasn't the WrestleTalk podcast saying this?
No. The answer. Long story short, Asuka and Io and her sister Mio were part of a stable called Triple Tails at a promotion called Neo. Later on, Stardom started courting
This
Io.
is a Dr. Seuss rhyme.
Yeah.
Io and Mio and the promotion Neo.
And Io bolted to Stardom. At this time, Stardom had Naoki Takahashi, who was one of Stardom's founders. Asuka had real-life heat with her, going back a few years, so Asuka might have saw Io going to Nane's promotion as a betrayal.
Interesting.
This was 4 years ago. This is a post from 4 years ago talking about an incident from
before that.
Longer ago. I thought you were going to say, come on, Asuka, then.
No, come on, Dratini.
Come on, Dratinis.
Looking for them. I've had a few of these community days where I'm searching the whole time and they just don't pop up. Like, I found one. One is not enough. One is not 3.
Oh, let's go Asuka chant from the crowd. But the reactions do seem to be mostly from the portion opposite the hard cam. Because when you see the rest of the crowd, everyone's just sitting down. Maybe they just load the most passionate fans in that bit.
Maybe they're just maybe they're metaing it and they just want to be on TV. Because there are people there that are just standing up and waving.
Asuka again cut off.
I saw this match
Whipping
in
dragon
Toronto.
screw.
Like, this tag match was on in Toronto. The
Oh,
show
on
I was
Raw?
at. Yeah.
It's my favorite Raw episode of the year.
Is it? Yeah, the Johnny Gargano return show.
And Edge, Damian Priest.
Yeah.
That was great. There was something else. There were like 3 really good things.
It was like Riddle and Rollins had a brawl that was pretty good. Kevin Owens faced Chad Gable, and it was good.
That was it.
Yeah.
It was the Kevin Owens coming out to
Yeah.
answer the Alpha Academy thing. That was awesome.
I'm glad I went to that show.
Yeah, such a fluke, right? You were
Yeah.
just back in the country at that time.
I just happened to be home the week that Raw was going to be in Toronto. And I had not decided that I was going to go to that show until like 5 p.m. that day.
Oh, really?
I was just like, I'll probably go, but I hadn't bought my ticket or anything. And then I was just sitting there. I was like, because I, again, had only just flown in like a day or two earlier. And I was like, I'm tired. I want to just relax a little bit. But if I didn't go, I was like, I'm never going to get to see Edge wrestle in Toronto again. So, like, I would be bummed if I missed it.
Kind of hinted that next year. Oh, Asuka hot tag to Bliss. Boof. Boof.
Boof.
Knees.
That's
not a meteor.
It's not a meteorical. Yeah, like he
Ooh.
nice. He hinted that he'll like wrestle in Toronto next year and like possibly retire and everything. But what are the odds that I'll be in Toronto that week again?
Well, that's where you would then go back, right? You would plan that.
Right. And if it is that specific week, I might, because I would like to go back like the last week of August, because that's when I do certain things with my friends. It's kind of scheduled that way. So if that's when Raw is, I mean, that would work out, but there's no guarantee.
Ooh, that was a spike landing on Kai.
Didn't like that.
They, the crowd were pretty into Bliss there.
Yeah.
Doing her sort of routine of moves. Jesus, she went right down on her head.
No one's allowed to get DDT'd except
Lights have cut off.
Just in the building, though.
We've had that flash. We've had the lights cut. It's got to be connected to Bray.
All the lights are going to go out. She's going to turn on. She's going to be like crazy.
You think we're getting a more
maybe
concrete tease?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, code red.
I was going to say no one's allowed to get DDT'd except for Pac, because no one's allowed to sell it better than him.
Lights cut out in crowd.
Now they're back on.
Then
This might just be technical difficulties.
you can't.
If it's Bray
Can't
Wyatt,
say
you can't
that
say
right
that. Yeah.
We've had 2-3 months now of Triple H doing tiny things to screw with bits like this.
And every time it happens, I'm just like, nah.
Yeah,
it's
we're
nothing,
still,
it's nothing.
Yeah. Whereas if this was AEW and they cut the lights out, even in one portion of the audience, I'd go, oh God, they're going to do a blackout angle again, aren't they?
Cole Carter's going to come out.
Ooh, big Tower of Doom spot.
See, I never understand that. Why does the person on the bottom do that? Because in theory, you are helping the two people superplex your partner.
It's maths. You are making a sacrifice of your partner to powerbomb 2 people.
But the person on the top, in theory, is getting the worst of the landing. So that's
that
like times two damage to your partner.
That's a good point. Looks cool.
I think
the bit that's relevant. What was that? Did she just mime wanking off a giant penis?
I hope not. That's not befitting of Saudi Arabia.
Oh, a couple of stiff back elbows.
Code breaker.
A Meteora.
Anything with a knee is a Meteora.
Oh. I mean, post hot tag, this has been quite a fun back and forth match now.
Asuka is great.
Yeah.
Asuka is one of the people on the WWE roster I would consider a perfect wrestler.
Mm.
Oh no!
What did you do?
I've not touched anything. We've lost the
Luke
Owen is signed into the PlayStation.
Oh my god!
Luke, no!
What has he done? Who shall I sign in as?
We
need the WWE
We need
network.
the WWE Network, Luke. What have you done?
Let's sign him back out.
Oh, Luke, no!
How do
got
you?
to-
What do you get to it?
It's one of these. It's the TV looking one.
Oh yeah, and it goes into apps.
Oh, Luke. Luke, we need the PlayStation. Okay, it's still going. Are we live? We're live, pal.
Again, it was just a near fall.
We were just like, what's happened? I don't think I touched anything. You didn't touch anything. That's right, Dakota. No. Ugh. We don't have an adult here who knows how all of this stuff works. And Luke has just messaged me, sorry, that was me. Yes, we know, Luke. No one else is going to sign into your PlayStation.
We really should have a different account by now.
Yeah. Oh, twisted bliss into the knees.
What is Shirai doing, though? She's not even in a corner. I don't get that distraction. Why wouldn't she just stop her at that point?
Yeah, that's fair.
Ooh, beautifully done, though. Meteora. So many Meteoras in this match. Oh, another DDT. Well, this looks like maybe something feels like it's gone wrong. Look at Asuka and Shirai.
We are
just
out of position.
miffing.
Someone's out of position in this spot.
Oh, it's
hello.
Nikki Cross. Is that Nikki Cross?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is how they lose it.
Yep.
Ah.
There's a lot going on here. Rough! Oh, this was far too complicated. Well, there you go. We were both right. Dakota and Io have just regained the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships from a far too complicated finish. There were so many moving parts. They're 0 for 2 with finishes on this show so far.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Triple H, well, one of the best things about his premium live event era is that the finishes have not sucked.
That one did. Both of them have so far. There's so many Dratinis. I gotta check them.
Yeah, maybe.
But that lends credence to Bianca retaining, maybe. Maybe.
So do you think Io was meant to distract Bliss on the apron, and then Nikki Cross was gonna come in? Because Bliss was effectively redoing the Twisted Bliss spot.
Right. I don't know, because like Alexa got her knees up. So that would make me believe that that was a planned spot. But the timing of Asuka and Io brawling and then getting into the ring like never worked. Like they never got on the same page there. I don't know. Again, just too complicated. Keep it simple. Well, time to upgrade these scores again.
Well, Women's Tag Team Championships changed hand in Saudi Arabia. The forefront of change. Next. I don't know what the various rights are. Oh, we've got 4 minutes of trailers now, so go make yourself a cup of tea.
And go watch Survival Series.
Go watch Survival Series.
Watch Survival Series.
Chunks.
Yes. Every time they do a video package, go watch another clip of Survival Series. But the current score is now, because that was a championship match, and championship matches are worth double points. It is now Tempest 3, Oli 3. We're doing well so far.
Neck and neck.
Indeed. Aw, Fergal. Fergal Devitt.
Have you seen her as Cyndi Lauper?
I have. She does a fantastic Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I've heard nothing but praise for her Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about this the other day. I don't really want to go back and watch the Becky Lynch Sasha Banks takeover match because that match is great.
Asuka and Io brawled badly at ringside. Bliss went up. So no Bray Wyatt payoff, but he does have a promo segment scheduled for this show. He
does.
So
in theory, we'll see Uncle Howdy and all that jazz. Have you seen Uncle Howdy at all?
I have. I really, really like everything he's in. I know, like, Pete was telling me he's a bit bored of the long entrance. Not me. I'm like, make it longer. Legitimately, when he blows it out at the end, I'm like, oh, I could have actually done another 10 seconds of the chorus.
Another 10 minutes, which you'll get today. Don't show this. I love how they edit around the stupid finish of WrestleMania 35. This is a long video package. Still going, too.
2 years later. What happened? What happened in those 2 years?
Yeah.
Fans always seem to be in for the matches.
Yeah, Becky really was lucky. She got to kind of skip the whole pandemic era.
Maybe that was why she did it. Conspiracy theory.
What a perfect time to get
It's not going to work for me, brother.
Yeah.
Bliss went up for another Twisted Bliss. Nikki Cross appeared. DDT'd her to give victory to the heels. Damage control.
Propaganda. How wonderful this city is. Tourists.
It's a beautiful city.
So beautiful.
This is Logan Paul, yeah.
The Pauls.
Ugh. Oh, he got an actual reaction. It's the Joker again.
Yeah. He's got an entourage.
I don't think he should be saying lucky.
Right.
I feel like if I'm him as a character, I would just be saying one punch.
Yeah.
Because I am a boxer and that is my precision skill.
I agree.
Coming at it from a boxer angle, not a I'm a celebrity that might fluke a win.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Is this next, or are they just doing that thing where they air
I think
random
that's,
graphic?
because
okay.
even Byron said it 2 hours away or something.
Yeah.
Hours away.
Because we got the cage match coming up next.
What's that? Was that a bit of Randy Savage? What were you doing?
I don't know. Am I not allowed to see? We got another video package. Hey, freak show! You ain't going nowhere.
It's pretty good.
You got you for 3 minutes.
Oh, we haven't done any chats. We should do some chats.
3 minutes of playtime. Yes, indeed. Chats. Mayor of Painesville Dan has donated $15 to say, for SAMI for SYRIA, I won't be watching this time because I'm trying to distance myself from events like this. Everyone go watch Survival Series instead. It's very good. Can't wait for a Please Have a Pete to be its own show. I'm assuming that is a Quizzlemania round that I've forgotten.
Please have a Pete.
Please have a Pete.
Don't remember that.
I don't remember. But hey, if we run out of ideas and other Quizzlemania rounds, maybe we'll get to that one. Thank you, though, Dan. Yes, please go watch Survival Series. It's great. Cassidy Delaney says, hey there, boys. I can't stand these blood money shows still happen. So here's some cash to help counteract everything Prince S-word head does. And props to you guys for telling WWE and the S-word heads to go shove it by giving all the money to SAMI for SYRIA. Indeed, SAMI is great.
We're not saying that. All we're doing is we just thought it's just a coincidence that it's this show.
Oh yeah. Big coincidence. We also love Sami Zayn.
We're trying to be more Usi, aren't we?
We are. We are trying to be Usi. Everybody should try and be a little bit Usi. Jimmy G has been a member for 14 months in a row. Well done. Saying, hey there, nope, that's the other one. This pay-per-view live, premium live event, goodness me, I'm never going to get it right. Hopefully will be okay. Thank you guys for your hard work. It has helped so cub. I don't know what that means.
That looks like it would be an emoji.
Probably.
That's been converted back into text.
Yeah. Not sure which one. A lion cub, perhaps. When my head has not been in the best place. It has helped so much when my head has not been in the worst place. Whatever.
We won't read One Watcher's one. It's a bit gruesome.
A little bit.
But thank you very much for the donation.
But yes, thank you very much. Much appreciated. All donations go to a good cause, so we thank you very much for them. Drip Soup says, hey, Tempest, I saw one of the SmackDown reviews that you'd started watching One Piece. I got my mom to read it with me at the start of the year. We're over 800 chapters in, so safe to say she enjoys it. What are your thoughts so far? I think it's very well made. You know, anytime I start getting into a show or movie or anything that is could potentially be a little bit dated, I'm always a little bit weary of, like, how well has this aged? Very good so far.
What's One Piece? I've never heard of it.
Never heard of One Piece.
No.
It's one of the most famous anime/mangas of all time.
Okay.
It's very
Not
famous.
into all that creepy stuff.
Creepy.
All that
How
weird,
dare
all
you?
that-
How
all
dare
that
you?
weird sex stuff with the tentacles.
No, that's generalizing, and I will not have it. Riot DR says, hey-o, lovely boys, supporting a lovely cause. Tempest, I think you need to win a gold medal to complete the championship look. I just might. I'll go and win Survival Series. No, I won't, because then no one else ever will.
And a dish.
And
That's
a dish.
it. I'm trying to think of other championships.
Yeah.
What forms they take.
I need a big cup,
Mm-hmm.
big championship cup.
I feel like the fist has got
It's a
that-
trophy.
the trophy bit.
It's a trophy, it's not a cup.
Okay. A ring.
Yes, you win a wing. You win a ring when you win one of those championships. I need one of those. Yeah, absolutely. Ollie, great to see you back at the live reaction table. I really hope everybody leaves Saudi safely, real world and all.
Always boggles my mind how they manage to, make everyone black and white and then like that. It's not.
It's amazing. They actually send us back in time a little bit.
I think
Back before the
yeah.
days where color existed.
Yeah, it's and again, well done. Scarlet Bordeaux does not look sexy in any way.
No.
Now they've covered her all up.
Not whatsoever.
I think it is more sexualized.
I'm not going to argue with you. I saw Rhea Ripley's outfit at Elimination Chamber.
That's the one I always think of, and she's in a little pod as well.
Yeah.
Oh my word! I mean, she'll probably be on this show, won't she? Doing a dominatrix gimmick with Dom.
Yeah.
You could looking
Female
back,
empowerment.
looking back to Elimination Chamber, you can see this through line now.
Mm-hmm.
Carry Me Out 42. As an Arab, it's cool seeing another Arab-speaking Muslim like Sami Zayn put in a prominent spot. He might be the first since the Iron Sheik, who was decades before my time. Hashtag LIW for life. Committed Productions. You guys are the best. Thank you for being on stream for 5 hours, lol. I really needed it. Also, go Mavericks, Tempest. Luca is him.
No, go Raptors. Screw the Mavericks. They just beat us, didn't they?
Willie Singleton. Good luck, Ollie. Thank you. Bayley. Bayley's got to bring it home. Stephen Costa, Memberg for 7 months. Let's go. It's during the day. How you doing, lads?
Good.
Well rested.
Yeah.
Swing.
Rita Hayward. Swing.
Charlie 13_5. No message.
But a donation.
Wise
Thank you very
words.
much.
A very generous donation, too.
Indeed.
DX Solo member for 15 months. Had a great time at Rampage. Oh, cool. DX, did he chat in on the show, on the podcast?
He didn't mention being there at the show.
Lucky. So cool to see Shibata and a few other members of the SWAF Nation, which is always cool. Good to see you both. Oh, awesome, DX.
I'm glad you got to see that. I would love to see Shibata wrestle live. That'd be very cool.
Brandon Babcock, also a huge donation. Thank you very much. Sammy will be very pleased and oozy. That's an oozy pledge, that is.
Yeah.
Lindsay White, I hate that these shows are now canon, but thanks for cancelling out WWE's bad with a charity stream. Enjoy the stream, lads. Kiss, kiss. It's just a coincidence.
Yep.
I wouldn't read anything into it.
Nothing at all. I also don't know why this is considered canon now. Nothing on this show is going to matter.
But the tag titles changed hands.
No, forget about it. It's like a house show. Never
I mean,
happened.
you could just like cut out the episode of Raw and then
Yeah,
there's a through line.
exactly. It's Raw that didn't happen.
Edgar Carrasco. Cool shiny catch, Tempest. I'm waiting for Com Day, LA time. 2 weeks ago, went to Barnes & Noble wearing a Mox shirt. Guy behind the counter was a fan too. Asked if I listened to What Culture Wrestling. Said I follow WrestleTalk for all my wrestling news.
Smart man.
Take that, Barnes & Noble guy. Jack Nicholson. Hello, boys from Stamford, Connecticut. Oh, Eric Nicholson. I don't know why I read that as Jack Nicholson.
I was about to say, famous fan of the show, Jack Nicholson.
We've got, I can't remember his name now. It's Jack something.
Nichols.
Yeah, Jack Nichols, but he has an E instead of a J at the start of his name.
Yeah.
So I just read that as his name. Thanks, different people. Thanks for the stream. Probably wouldn't be watching the show if you didn't. Thanks to you all. I've been inspired to do my own quiz show on YouTube. I was wondering what is the program called that you use for Quizlemania. It's called StreamYard, and we are going to sue you into the ground, my friend. No, good luck. Paul Capsulis, a very oozy pledge.
Very
amazing. Survival series is fantastic. This is high praise. Even better than the Bloodline story.
That is so good. So good that everyone watching this must put on their to-do list to watch Survival series. You don't want to miss it.
We've just got 3 more chats to do, and then we've caught up. Don't mind me, I'm at work, says, thanks for supporting SAMI for Syria. If memory serves, the demon in The Exorcist, Lord Linda Blair, by calling itself Captain Howdy using a Ouija board. I didn't know that. Do you think this means that Bray will portray multiple different characters that possess him? I think there's an argument that he already has done that with The Fiend, but yeah, definitely.
Especially with like the numerous different Firefly Funhouse characters come to life, there could be some form of that.
Well, he does all the voices, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, there's so many possibilities with this stuff. Could go any different way.
Saeed Al-Ansari. Hello, WrestleTalk. Love your channel. I'm not trying to be political here. Uh-oh. But there is a lot of misconception. Oh, okay, about our country and our government. We are just individuals who are practicing their religions. I love SAMI and Syria. Thanks for the good cause. One watcher says, basically, I previously mentioned. Cool. Thank you again, One Watcher. And Rocker Productions. Hey, boys, apologies if you've already talked about it, but have you seen the new Weird Al movie yet? Thoughts?
I have not. Although I want to, because I want to support Daniel Radcliffe just being this weird character actor that he's become over the years.
Yeah, I was reading a profile on him in Esquire at the weekend. He's a bizarre human.
Yeah. He's a guy who's made all his money, now is just having fun.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm glad this is the path he's chosen.
Yes.
We are currently at $300. That is very oozy. Thank you so much. Of course, all that chat money will go to SAMI for Syria's Sam's charity, which helps set up mobile medical clinics in Syrian refugee camps. Very worthy cause. We are underway with Drew and Karrion Kross. It only started about a minute or two ago, and they are already on the top rope, punching each other in the face. Oh, not the sword. Drew just got crotched on the top rope.
I regret to inform everybody that despite my best efforts searching basically nonstop for the last hour and a half, I only found one shiny Dratini because it does end at 5 p.m. Garbage. I just didn't get good spawns. Sorry, Ace Trainer Liam. I failed you. Love that guy. Also, I don't know if I think I managed to have this chat with you during the predictions, but maybe I'm getting my shows crossed. I think it's hilarious that the stipulation here is a steel cage match, given that it's supposed to keep Scarlett from interfering, and she could interfere the exact same way that she did in the strap match here by spraying mace on Drew McIntyre, because just do it through the fence.
We have had this discussion, but it's fine to bring it up again because I made the joke. I don't think Mace is fitting through those caps.
Very good. It's just as funny the second time.
I'm going to include it in my review as well.
I mean, WWE doesn't have a good track record with cage matches in Saudi Arabia, with the exception of the Hell in a Cell match last year.
Oh yeah, with Christian and Edge and Seth. I went to say Edge and Christian. I thought, no, don't say that, and I just said Christian instead.
You forgot the wrong bit.
Yeah, that was a good match, wasn't it?
Yeah, but otherwise, like when Roman had his match with Corbin in like 2020, that was like the most boring, nothing happening cage match of all time. And then prior to that, it was Roman and Brock in their weird cage match where the side of the cage broke and they said Brock won, even though Roman won. Not the best track record.
Well, this pay-per-view also doesn't have the best track record for finishes. So and cage match, interference angle. It's no, this is the second match between them, isn't it?
Yes. Again, I would like to think that this is going to be Triple H's attempt to rehab the cage stipulation. So they'll just have a good match and then someone will win by pin or submission.
Has there been a cage match in the Triple H era so
I don't
far?
think so.
I feel like there has on Raw. There wasn't any on Extreme Rules because it was a fight pit.
Right. Legit, if we could just get rid of the escape the cage stip in general.
I love that's like my bit. I feel like you should have cage match. Maybe you just set it up. You just say it's a cage match, no pins, no door, and you've got to get out. And then you can have your steel cage matches where it's pins only. You don't escape. In the Attitude Era, it was always getting to the highest thing you could to do a move off of. That's what I was raised on.
Yeah. See, the problem with the escaping bit is maybe if you just set it up that way, it might be different. But they always set these things up as either you keep people from interfering or you make it so the person can't run away.
Yeah.
And the way that you win these matches is by running away.
You just reminded me, it's Miz Dexter Loomis. That was the cage.
That's right, because they did the shot of Miz on top of the cage looking down on Dexter Loomis. Of course. I love Mayor of Painesville Dan. I saw a tweet like yesterday or the day before. He said the Dexter Loomis Miz storyline is the best or the second best storyline in all of wrestling. Only behind the bloodline stuff. And I was like, Dan, I know you're not doing a bit, but like what's going on in your head?
Each to their own. I think that's with Dan, it's like
Dexter Loomis is going to get precisely one first place vote for Wrestler of the Year this year, and it'll be from Dan.
He's not had a match, has he? He's not had a single. Oh, no, he wrestled. No, that never happened.
No. He hasn't had a match yet. He'll be the first person to win Wrestler of the Year without having a match. Drew McIntyre just did the, I forget what they called that, like the spider superplex where he's,
yeah,
you know,
well done.
He's in the Tree of Woe and he sits up, does, he just hit the psycho knee.
That's Meteora.
Yes. Oh, this bit's not going to get old. There was legitimately a time where anytime Sasha Banks did a move, Michael Cole called it a Meteora.
Yeah. Oh, what? Not even involving me?
No. It was like she'd do a Hurricane Rana or something, or like the La Mystica, and he was like, "Oh, it's a Meteora."
What's he saying? I don't know.
I was listening to the fans chanting, "Oh, Drew McIntyre."
Oh, a spine buster.
Nice. Oh, he's got the cross jacket.
I think Drew. If only Kross was more over. I just wish.
Yeah.
I just wish I could make that happen for him, because not only would it help Karrion Kross, it would help Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
I'd feel better about Drew losing this overall feud to elevate Kross. I can't see this working out well. It just feels like filler.
Yeah, it's a shame.
And Kross can settle at sort of a
Saito suplex. Saito.
a mid-card intercontinental level, which is, that's great.
But it's clear they want him to be more than that.
I didn't watch SmackDown or Rampage this morning because I thought I'm going to watch, I can only do 4 hours of wrestling a day is my temperament.
Yeah. Here I am.
But
Watching, my third wrestling show today.
This is we're now in your 5th hour of wrestling. Is that true?
Yeah. 1 hour of Rampage, 2 hours of SmackDown. We're now into the 2nd hour of this show. So, yeah.
What would you say is the best match you've seen so far?
Absolutely Rey Mysterio and
yeah,
Walter.
okay, cool.
That match was so unbelievably great. It's like that, and then right behind it will be Shibata and Orange Cassidy. But, you should go out of your way to see Walter and Rey Mysterio. That match was so much fun. Just like I knew it would be. As I said on the SmackDown podcast, I don't think I've ever seen a wrestler be better at there's a hidden blade. Better at the David versus Goliath style match than Walter.
Yeah. Or Ray.
Or Ray, for that matter.
It's like the two perfect people cast in those roles.
But at the very least, from the David point of view, I could say there are other people who are, close. Tyler Bate is also fantastic at that small man facing big man style.
But he's a bit more convincing. He feels like a big guy in a small guy's body.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Yeah.
But I've never seen anybody be a bigger monster wrestler in that way than Walter. He's so brilliant. He's a perfect wrestler.
I'm not minding this match. The second half.
It's fine. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. It's fine. It is a cage match.
I think it's more I like Drew so much. I sort of...
You want to like this match. Yeah. So you're willing yourself to do it.
And I want to like Kross.
Yeah?
I want to say that.
I wanted to like Kross the whole time. When he came in and beat Tommaso Ciampa at that first takeover he did in 5 minutes, I was like, this guy, they could really do something with this guy. He's got a cool look, cool entrance, and he beat him in 5 minutes. I was like, wow, he's getting the superstar push. And then he had his match with Keith Lee, and granted, he'd hurt his shoulder during the match, so it wasn't going to be very good, but it really wasn't very good.
He's getting a This Is Awesome chant. What? Got one This Is Awesome chant. See, this is what I don't like.
Yeah, if they locked the door and you had to go over the top to escape, I think I'd like it more.
That's my problem with it.
But please, sir, open the... See, she's doing it again! She's macing him!
Fall outwards, Drew. Well, he's just reacting.
It's so stupid! It's such a stupid bit. Why have this step? You also could have done this at any point. You could do it through the cage.
McIntyre's going to stop.
Grab his foot, Drew. So dumb.
Good facials.
Oh, I got on an ankle lock.
Door did not have to be open for that spot to work. I guess you could say it was about to win, so she could have done that if he was making a pin near the cage.
Sure.
But yeah, the reason for the cage being that doesn't work.
There's a Claymore. Kind of a Claymore out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, yeah.
I think I've
never seen that.
Yeah. I've only seen a very small handful of good finishes where someone escapes out the cage door. It's I liked the Roman Reigns Kevin Owens one where he looked Kevin Owens in the eyes no, I will take this cheap win. And Kevin Owens just you're a bitch. And he's meh, I don't care. Step down. The other one is Jeff Hardy against Johnny Nitro, where Johnny Nitro had gone over the top rope, was holding the cage door closed with his foot, and Jeff Hardy did his little drop kick thing, kicked the door open, and he crotched himself on the cage door, and Jeff fell out. That was really good. That is not this match, though. I don't think anybody's doing that.
Scarlet. Locks.
Mace him again.
Mace him a third time.
See, you can absolutely mace him now. Oh, is he going to get out the door?
Oh, no.
Come on, Drew. Hurry up.
Oh, who's
Drop.
going to make it out first?
There you go. Drew wins. Oh, Kross said a bad word. What is the story here, though? Does he get revenge by winning this cage match this way? This is what I don't like about it, but it's whatever. Just some nonsense.
It doesn't feel like a blow-off, does it?
No, it's like, oh, you bested me by this very strange stipulation.
I feel like I've seen that shot before.
Yeah.
Drew's sweaty head with that color scheme in the background.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like blow-off. More of a win via technicality.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's another point for both of us.
Not what you want from a blood feud. Oliver has written 600 words so far. Let's read some chatteroonies. We're up to $330 raised for SAMI for SYRIA. Thank you so much. That is incredibly UC. Keep getting those chats in. All the chat revenue will go towards SAMI for SYRIA. HCB, hi guys, happy to donate to such a great cause. Have you seen WWE is doing another World Cup? That was announced on SmackDown?
It was announced on SmackDown, and they gave no context for it whatsoever.
Also for Tempest, go Pack go. For the love of God, we better beat the Lions tomorrow. Hashtag jam that chat.
God help them if they don't.
Kevin Simpson, just wanted to donate to a good cause. Watching along with yous. Hope the finishes get better than the first two matches.
I'd argue that they didn't. I'd say 0 for 3 so far. Is that a shirt that they're showing, that they're selling right now? 420, bro? That's crazy.
Noah Fortner, the SmackDown is in Indianapolis next week. Should I go and see it? I haven't been to a WWE event since Kevin Owens was the Universal Champion and haven't watched a SmackDown since early 2019. P.S. AEW will be here at the end of the month and I will be at that. Oh, I think definitely go see SmackDown.
They're going to do New Day versus Usos next week in like the record-breaking title defense match. So I would reckon that that'll be the main event and will probably be a very good tag team title match. So I would recommend it, yeah.
So apparently we are about 3 or 5 minutes behind. This is probably when Luke signed us out.
Probably.
So let's hopefully skip all the video packages by going back in, watch live.
Yep, Roman Reigns just walked off.
What just happened?
The bloodline does not appreciate Byron Saxton.
He must, I think he said one lucky punch.
He must have.
Oh. I love this story. Just take out the word lucky. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. See, they're doing it again.
That's okay. You're sort of...
Yeah.
It's like on an episode of Raw where you say this is our main... I think it's a nice structure. Look how many people are on Roman's graphic.
It just does make me think, it's like, is this next? No. Is this next? No.
And that's not even his full crew.
Yeah, missing SAMI, who can't be here for reasons.
That guy's got my jacket
Yeah.
behind him. Oh no, it's a shirt. Are they a crew? They've got the $Life3. What
Looks
does
like
that mean?
I don't know.
Let's see what it is. It's a game. Do you think they're doing a bit of... Wait, or it's a cryptocurrency?
Which is worse. Oh, this is one where we actually have differing answers on. So now, interesting.
Oh no, apparently Life3 is this is according to Urban Dictionary, is the definition for life on Web 3.0.
The more you know.
And what I think they've done is they put a $sign in front of it.
Because they're hip.
Because that would be the crypto version.
Oh, here's Rhea Ripley.
The Sex Club Gang.
Subinik Mysterio.
Just come from a hard night at Torture Garden.
Mm-hmm. They do kind of look like the average Joes when they walk out for their first dodgeball game. And they've got like the they've got the wrong outfits.
That is a great reference. Are you aware of Torture Garden?
Torture Garden, should I be?
It's I don't know, it's certainly a thing a couple of years ago. It was long running. It was this sort of big sex club bondage night in London. Loads of people would go.
Sorry, I missed
never
it.
went. But someone once told me they went, and it's just an image that's haunted me forever. Someone was hanging from the main hall roof from a corset that had been pierced into the back of their backslash.
Oh!
So they put ribbons, obviously, through it.
Oh! I hate that.
I just don't think I've got it in me to do any S&M.
No!
First off, I'd be mostly concerned about the other person. Are you sure you're okay?
I am neither a sadist nor a masochist.
And then as soon as like any sort of stuff came my way, I'd be like, oh, I'm not enjoying it. This hurts. Just the thought of that. It's haunted me forever.
That sounds horrid.
Yeah.
Like you said that they were hanging from, I was like, there's no way that this sentence is going to turn out good. Like you could say anything and it's going to be bad.
But like hanging from the ceiling in a giant diaper, you know? In like a baby bouncer thing. And you're dressed as a big adult baby.
It's New Year's.
Knock yourself out. But the other one, I'm going to snip that off to try and save their back.
Yeah. See, if he was really committed to the bit, Carl Anderson would wear the never openweight title.
Yeah. What's your take on all that? Because we haven't actually spoken about that.
I don't know. I don't know what any of this is. Like, my most logical scenario here is just that no one thought this through and they were all kind of agreeing to things. Like, because Carl Anderson is apparently just on a handshake deal with New Japan.
Yeah.
You know? And they just didn't think that this was going to be an issue. But, like, I don't know. I don't think that they are going to be happy about this because New Japan does not strike me as a company that will book and promote a match that they do not intend to deliver on. It's just not the way that they do things. They don't, like, false advertise their matches for the sake of angles and that sort of thing. So I think that this was just, like, a miscommunication, and now they're all just like, fine, we'll do the match at Wrestle Kingdom and then give us our belt back, and then he'll lose and then be gone. But I don't know. It could be a work.
It had been announced, right, before he even went back.
Yeah.
So Carl Anderson would know when that date was.
Yeah.
And usually New Japan, they just create an interim. You know, so, oh no, someone's ill, you can't make two nights of shows, interim title.
Not even an interim.
Oh, they strip him.
They'll just strip him of the title and give it to someone new, which I think they would have done, but he won't send the belt back. What does that feel like? We can't get a belt back either. Really getting those titles back, never. What? That sentence didn't make sense. So, of course, to recap, though, You have got the OC in this match, while I have Judgment Day.
But it's not one of those things where we're like, I've got a genuine, passionate reason why I think Bayley would win and could win and should win.
And I feel similarly about Bianca.
But here it's just like we both thought, this could go either way.
Could go either way, so let's take differing opinions for the sake of fun.
Judgment Day, they are a pretty good act right now. It would be nice to give them another win to give them more credibility. But with the OC, Good Brothers first, big match. They've just come back. You want to give them the win?
See, I think I'm picking Judgment Day simply for the fact that I didn't pick... Or did I pick Judgment Day? I did pick Judgment Day at Clash of the Castle, and that screwed me.
Right.
Because I thought, Finn is in his home country as well. Maybe they'll give him a win, and then they didn't. Oh, look at this Bullet Club match.
Home country is a joke, by the way, just in case anyone.
Well, that's why hence the quotation marks for not podcast listeners.
People get grumpy about where they're from.
Yeah,
and they're being disrespected. Whereas I'm very open to people taking the mick out of England.
Yeah, there's one guy I really didn't like that I wasn't happy about train strikes when I got here.
Why?
I don't know. I was just like, I can't believe that they've got their biggest train strike in 30 years the week I arrive. Isn't that just my luck? And he was like, go back to Canada then. What's wrong with this country?
Well, you can't come over here and immediately start insulting our infrastructure.
No.
You got to be here for 3 months. So now you can.
It's crap.
Because they cancelled all the trains today, even though the train strike was called off yesterday.
Did they actually? I got a train in.
A lot of trains
I had to wait. They were running the overground every 15 minutes or so, which was annoying, but big Dr. Luke Gallows.
Exciting chat. The viewership's only going to rise.
Yeah. No. I'm torn about stuff like this match because, as I've said many a time, when reviewing...
Danger Mouse wants in.
Indeed. When reviewing things like Dynamite and Rampage and whatnot, one of my best friends, when he watches wrestling, he always says that any sort of tease or interplay with Shield stuff, that's just, he's immediately locked in. That's just his favorite thing. So anytime Roman and Seth, when Rollins did his entrance this year at the Royal Rumble, he was like, oh, Shield stuff, it's great. I feel the same way about Bullet Club stuff.
Yeah.
Anytime they try and do Bullet Club, I'm just I'm willing to give it a chance. Just immediately.
Yeah.
And so I see Carl Anderson and Finn Balor get in the ring together, and I was like, I know this should be great.
Yeah.
This is as OC as you can get, is these two guys. Because you're not going to get the other two.
The other two being Bad Luck Fale.
Well done.
Is it a big name? It's not someone like Chase Owens or someone... Okay, no, it says not Chase. I feel like I'm on bloody Survival Series again. That could be one. Bullet Club members in order that they joined.
In order of entering the group.
Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Bad Luck Fale. Finn Balor. Prince Devitt, of course. Carl Anderson. Is it Tama Tonga?
It is Tama Tonga. Look at this little New Japan mark. Well done, sir.
I don't like all that stuff.
Yeah, the original four of the Bullet Club.
Ah.
Prince Devitt, Bad Luck Fale, Carl Anderson, and Tama Tonga.
Weird I got Bad Luck Fale before I got Tama Tonga.
Yeah. The underboss.
The guy who's constantly screaming about how he is the first person. Nice.
Great leaping thrust kick from... I almost called him Punishment Martinez.
Well, I really, really like Dominic Mysterio's heel work. I think he's got quite a... I'm surprised how good a mind he has for this. Because, well, I imagine a lot of people are telling him what to do, but he does the role very well. at the start of the match, he was like, tag me in, tag me in, tag me in. Priest tagged him in. He went right in immediately into a backbreaker from AJ.
Mm.
And then look at the heat he gets.
I do like the mullet. I do like that he's a dungeon master as well, apparently.
Danger Mouse, direct message, Dungeon Master, Dominic Mysterio.
This match has to have a good finish, right? They got to break their streak here.
Well, it's like, what new way can you involve Rhea Ripley, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a lot of people saying someone would join the OC to counteract Rhea Ripley? And a lot of people were saying Charlotte Flair.
Oh,
And I was like, what?
Amber Gallows.
Why are you thinking?
I don't know. There aren't a lot of options if you really want to go OC, but Amber Gallows would be one of them. Are they still together?
I don't
Chat.
know.
Are Amber and Luke Gallows still together?
I don't know who Amber Gallows is.
Luke Gallows' wife.
Right.
And they would do...
nope, they split up in 2017. Apparently.
Oh. Well, disregard that then. Yeah, she would do Bullet Club stuff when they were facing the Kingdom. It would be Taven, Bennett, and
Right.
Maria against them three.
Of course, Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows did say they would never come back to Saudi Arabia.
Sure
following
did.
That last,
That's like the funniest part of all this. That he comes back to WWE for a Saudi show. Finn Balor with his black and purple gear. Still not used to it. He needs the tiny tights.
Oh, I didn't mind it.
I don't know.
You
My
got
brain
little
hasn't.
pants.
Yeah, my brain hasn't adjusted to this change.
Mm.
There's like certain people who I just can't wrap my brain around when they switch from the tiny tights to the long boys. Like when Punk wore his things
I was
at
gonna
All Out
ask,
last
yeah.
year, I was just like, no, please go
Immediately?
back to the other. Yeah,
But
I
did
was
it
like,
grow on you?
No.
Oh, I
I don't know if it was just those specific tights because they look bland, but like even when he wore his like MMA trunks for his like match with Kingston, I thought that was better than the long tights he was wearing.
Oh, a little crotch chop from Priest.
That's a real throwback to the original Bullet Club before they were getting cease and desist letters.
Yeah, it's nice to see kind of this legacy more respectfully handled in WWE.
Yeah, a little bit. Not just a random Bullet Club reunion every
Yeah.
6 months that dies out in another month.
And it was always so begrudging as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like, it would just come and go. Like, there'd be no reason for it, and then it would disappear again. Like, when Finn and Gallows and Anderson were together at, like, the start of 2018 or whatever that was. Like, they were together for Raw 25.
Yeah.
And then they were done with each other, like, a month later.
Yeah, because DX, like, helped them, didn't they, against
Yeah.
the Revival?
It gave them the rub, and then they just were done. Because they were the Too Sweet guys, and they just all had to do the Too Sweet with the original Too Sweet guys.
So Raw, is it Raw 30 or
That'll be the next one.
that's
Yeah,
the next one? But it's soon, right?
yeah, it's next January.
Yeah, as
it's
in
like-
this January.
Yeah, it's like two months from now.
I'm excited to see what Triple H will do with that because I think he might,
It's possible.
totally
yeah.
different presentation,
Yeah.
go retro nostalgia.
I think there was like a rumor that they were going to do the whole show from the Manhattan Center.
That'd be so cool.
I love when things like any show. Whoa.
Oh,
I love any show that just looks different.
Yeah.
That's why, like, anytime WCW would do one of their shows from, like, Club Lavella or the Mall of America or anything like that, it just visually is striking.
yeah.
And you so rarely ever get that. Like, between pay-per-views and Raws, everything looks the same now. Like, they've all got the same sets. so boring to me, but I love going to. It's like a field trip. Take a field trip
Yeah.
for your show.
And it gives you more fun venues in video games.
Yep.
I thought AEW would do that more, but
I
really,
absolutely thought so.
all they've done is the boat. That's the only
Yeah.
dramatically different setup.
Yeah.
And I love those shows.
Like the only one that is kind of different is like Daly's Place, just because it is kind of forced to be a little bit different. But I don't know if I'm just kind of tired of Daly's Place because we saw it for 2 years or a year and a bit, I guess.
Oh, here we go. We're getting a hot tag to Finn and then to AJ. But it's AJ's hot tag, really, so he'll get the bulk of this.
Oh,
oof!
Nice. I forget what they call that.
Oh my
Meteora!
God.
An incredible Meteora.
I enjoy watching Dominic Mysterio get beat up as well.
Yeah.
But not in a go-away heat way.
No,
like
in a
Sammy
sexual
Guevara
way. In a Rhea Ripley kind of way.
Maybe I am a Dominic.
Here we go. He's setting up for the Styles Clash.
Boom, boom, boom.
Pushed back into the corner. I thought he kicked him in the dick.
Yeah, right?
Woo!
Figure 4 locked in.
It's interesting. Usually the figure 4 is not meant to be up that high on the leg. It's like on his thigh muscles. It's supposed to be on his shin.
Dominic Mysterio, so opportunistic. Oh, and he's doing the Eddie Guerrero shake. What the hell?
The gallows pull. Oh, he got him up for it, but...
Oh. I like how both factions have their sort of opposite numbers. You've got Gallows, and then you've got Priest. You've got AJ, then you've got Finn. I'm not comparing Carl Anderson to Dominic, but... Ooh.
Damn it. I was hoping that exchange would have ended with the finish. And I was like, the numbers are working out for Judgment Day.
Yeah, I could pull ahead here. Okay, I'm actually quite invested now.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the match. I think this is fun. I mean, it's not much beyond the normal Raw match. But I love Raw 6-man tags.
Every Raw should be main evented with a 6-man tag.
Yeah.
6-man, 8-man tags are always fun.
Now you've got to powerbomb him, Dominic.
You saw how this works in the women's match.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my lord.
What's happening?
This is crazy. They've both got him in electric
That
chairs.
doesn't make any sense.
All right. The entire Judgment Day just got dropped.
No.
Or no,
No,
Carl
some
Anderson.
people-
Yeah, there were mixes of that. I don't know who got the best of that. Dominic Finn got the worst of it from Judgment Day, and then Carl Anderson also took an electric chair.
So what? Carl and Dom got electric chaired.
Yeah. And Finn got superplexed.
I've got auto-corrected to perplexed there. Finn got perplexed.
I mean, he was. Oh. Rhea Ripley.
Oh, here we are. Oof.
Oh, the reverse electric chair, the inverted electric chair into the apron. Yes. Yes.
No. No.
Come on, Finn.
That's the false
Finnegan
finish.
Balor.
This is the false
Shotgun
finish.
drop kick. No, it's not. Shut up, Michael Cole. Thank you, Wade.
No.
Oh,
Meteora with
he
the boot.
stuck him.
No, 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 no.
Uno,
no, no,
dos.
no, 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 no.
Yes!
Oh.
Points for Tempest. Tempest has pulled ahead. Really, it doesn't really matter because it will just come down to the Joker picks and who wins and loses. Yes, this. But that is a win for Judgment Day and a win for Tempest. Just one of these this time. Nice. That is a sexy looking score. New score, Oli 4, Tempest 5. I have had all of my title defenses of this championship, or championship, if you will, come in the course of one weekend to this point. It feels weird putting it on the line again.
Got all the gold now.
Yeah.
I think maybe one day I'll just challenge you for everything so I can somehow become Quizzlemania champion.
You know, this is the only way that Pete's ever going to become the Quizzlemania champion, is by LIW having all the gold. Just by extension. Freebird rule. We should do that. We should have Pete go on as the reigning Quizzlemania champion, Freebird rule. And if he loses it, I'll kick him out.
Nice, cute. Putting over...
You know, Rhea Ripley's birthday is like the day after mine, I think.
Your birthday was recently.
It was.
4 minutes of promos now.
I'm going to run to the bathroom in the meanwhile.
You do that. I'll read some chats.
I'll leave all my gimmicks here.
Even the mask.
No.
Do you not take the mask off to pee?
I never take the mask off.
Oh, apparently, or just before you go, Michael Cole mentioned Bullet Club and the never openweight title on commentary.
How about that?
Missed that. The commentary's not that loud on ours, and we're talking nonsense over a lot of it.
Fascinating.
Thank you, chat, for letting me know that. I will put that in my review notes because that is important, and it also means I can probably find a crazy YouTube-style thumbnail for people to click on. Right, let's get into some more of your chats. We are currently at $400. That is very generous. That is very oozy of all of you. Keep getting in those donations with your chats. We'll read out every single one of them, over $5. And of course, all of this money will be donated to SAMS, which is Sami Zayn's charity, raising money for mobile medical clinics in Syrian refugee camps. Very good cause. It's Grant says, hello friends, been a viewer since the day Pete got hired. 2 questions. Tempest, what is your favourite starter Pokemon? Mine is Cyandaquil, which evolves, I guess, into Typhlosion. I will answer for Tempest. I really like the Pokemon Pikachu. That's a basic pick there, Tempest. I'm a Scorch Bunny man. Ollie, did you know Kim Kardashian hosted WrestleMania 24 and had a back and forth with Mr. Kennedy?
This is a bit.
Whose bit? What's the bit?
It's my bit. Because we were talking.
Did you know?
No, it should be though. That's not bad. That's not a bad one. No, we were talking on the Content Club yesterday about how just like famous people in appearing on wrestling shows because of the Rick Ross thing and me taking the accusations. Me taking the mick out of Luke for kind of glossing over Rick Ross and being like, yes, this rapper fellow, and being like, yeah, in his example was like, I never watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but I know that Kim Kardashian is famous. And I was like, did you know that she hosted WrestleMania 24? And he's like, get out of here. No, she did not. I was like, yeah, she announced the Money in the Bank match and had a back and forth with Mr. Kennedy. And he was like, get out. That never happened. And I was like,
she was on the show.
Yeah. She's the one that did the 74,000 and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. That whole bit.
It's Grant asked what your favorite starter Pokemon is. His is Cyandaquil into
Typhlosion. You can't possibly think that's how that's pronounced.
Cindy Q.
Look at the letters in the order that they're there.
Kianda. Cyandaquil.
What is happening right now? Read it as if it's English.
Sind.
Mm-hmm.
A.
Uh-huh.
Q.
No. Cyndaquil.
So was that the same thing?
Crikey.
What's this? Tiphosion. Into Tiphosion. Tiphosion?
You're doing a bit. See, I can't tell with you.
Why, I answered for you and I said Pikachu.
Ah. It's technically a starter Pokemon.
Yeah,
it's
yellow.
Pokemon Yellow. Yeah, look at this guy. He knows. My favorite starter Pokemon is Totodile. Love Totodile. It's one of my favorite Pokemon in general.
Brandon Quamane says, let's go, Ollie. Let's go, Ollie. Thank you.
Let's go, Tempest.
Right, DR Menberg for 8 months in a row. Remember when cage matches were feud enders? No, just me. Alrighty then. Weird finish night so far. Yeah, it has been a while.
It's been a long time.
Did it ever happen? Weird finish night so far. Hope we get at least one that is clean.
I mean, that one was a solid enough finish. It wasn't a clean finish.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, like, badly botched. Also, you have an eyelash right here, and I can't help but look at it.
There or here?
This side, but it's still there. There, you got it.
I wished for this to be the best match. Look
Really,
at that tail for the tape.
You really got to be...
Look at those shoe sizes.
That's a heavy-ass
16E.
man. E. It's Vern Troyer going down the vent. Gold member.
So I've got a cat recently.
Yes. We saw it in the chat today.
Yeah, I'm trying to train my cat to do
thumbnail faces.
YouTube thumbnail. And I've just started. It just came through me one day. I was pushing out her food from the sachet. I like chicken. I like liver.
Meow mix, please deliver. It's Banana Day, by the way.
And my partner looked at me and was just like, "What are you doing? Is that a song?" I was like, "It's."
You're just gone mad.
I imagine it's a play on an old commercial, but I know it from Dr. Evil in Austin Powers.
It's one of those things where it's like you're saying it to yourself, and all of a sudden, if there's someone in the room that doesn't get it, you are just mad.
Drip Soup Tempest. Though you just started, I still think you'd enjoy this. I decided to combine my two loves of One Piece and Pokemon by assigning an OP character to every fully evolved Pokemon.
That's a lot.
One Piece character. I've got Luffy as Ambipom, Nami as Persian, etc. How far are you in it?
Not that far. I'm only like 30 episodes or so into it.
That is far. How long are the episodes? Like 10, 15 minutes?
No, it's like 20 minutes. It's like a normal show.
Let's bash through
there are like 1,000 of them, though. It is going to be the rest of my life watching this show.
What is the gimmick?
They're pirates, and they're searching for the Pirate King's hidden treasure.
Cool.
Which is called the One Piece. And you'll become king of the pirates if you find it.
It's like what? It's like a...
It's a great gimmick. My hand is as big as your face. And it was Luffy, Ambipom. You got Nami, and that's Persian.
Just making a note for myself.
It's like Persia. Like the country. Someone who's from Persia is a Persian.
What?
You wouldn't look at it's the country Persia.
Uh-huh.
Someone who's from there is a Persian.
Persian, yeah.
You wouldn't look at that word and be like a Persian.
Well, it's different things.
But it's not.
The Pokemon isn't from Persia.
You don't know that.
Just making a note for myself. Find that picture of a moss's hand on Cole's face. Because sometimes, peek behind the curtain of how I imagine we all write scripts, you don't always start off with a joke, but there's something in that.
Yeah.
So that's a note to just come back to that. He looks in great shape.
Be funny later.
Yeah. Will Campbell, hi guys, semi-decent show so far. Thought I'd support a good cause opposite to the blood money being spent on this show. Ray vs. Gunther last night was a certified banger. Also, awesome they used War Pigs by Black Sabbath to advertise War Games.
They did that 2 years ago, I believe.
Ryan Marshall, us Yanks love doing sports trades, so if you guys could make trades between companies, who would it be?
It's a fun question.
Just like any sport, some people just do better in a different setting, so I'm curious. Love the raising money for SAMI for SYRIA. Thank you very much. You're very Usy. That is a very Usy chat as well.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much. I would trade... I'd trade Brian Cage for Mustafa Ali.
Good shout. Brian Cage in WWE. Yeah. Am I going to say it? Am I going to say it? Who am I going to trade him for? I would trade... Well, obviously Chad Gable is a name.
Yeah.
But... Or maybe Ricky Starks and Chad Gable.
Yeah.
But I was trying to find someone on the level in my head of MJF. Because I think
Right.
MJF would be extraordinary in WWE. But who of that caliber will go the other way? Who's AEW suited? Kevin Owens?
Yeah. It's a thing. Like, I'm trying to figure out ones where they'd be happy over there, because like could easily say like Seth Rollins to AEW, because there'd be great matches, but he's very clearly content in WWE. Same with Kevin Owens for that matter.
It's crazy that Braun looks small.
That is a massive human being.
Yeah. Yeah, but the beard is longer than your hand. This is all it needs to be. Test of strength there.
Straight out of the 80s. Braun Strowman does look like an average-sized man.
Braun Strowman, with these facial expressions, has some Hulk Hogan energy about him. Shall I?
Honestly, one of my favorite lists that we've done on partsFUNknown was the 10 wrestlers who wrestled in the wrong era list that we did like a year ago. And number one on that list is Braun Strowman. It's like he is a wrestler that would have done perfectly like 30 years ago. Like right at the tail end of the Hogan era.
Yeah.
Like Braun Strowman versus Hulk Hogan is the main event of WrestleMania 2 instead of Bundy.
Would he look big enough though? With all those guys jacked to the gills.
He'd be taller than Hogan, I reckon. And that's all you really need. If you're bigger than Hogan, like you can be Hogan's punching bag.
Yeah.
But even still, like he would have done better than Diesel. Like if he was in the new generation era.
Uh-huh.
Like he could have been their next guy.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
That looked brutal. As soon as they started doing moves, I've lost interest.
It's funny how that works.
I was hooked on the stare down.
It's exactly like we said it would be.
Isn't that fascinating?
It is Big Show and Khali.
It's one thing to talk about it, and it's another thing to experience it. It's almost like I felt the air leave the room.
It's like, oh goodness. It's like this match is kind of, oh my lord, an easy power slam.
That's impressive.
Of Braun Strowman, or a scoop slam, I should say, of Braun Strowman. It's like this match is kind of one of the embodiments of one of my favorite Jim Cornette quotes. I've only got a few of those. But he says, regards to like Sid and Arn Anderson at the time. He was talking to Jim Herd, and he was like, Jim, you would rather have Sid on your show than Arn Anderson, wouldn't you? And he's like, well, what do you mean? It's like, 'cause Sid will draw you $1 million in pay-per-view in one night. He's like, yeah, what's wrong with that? It's like, because after you've seen it, you never want to see it again. But Arn Anderson will draw you steady money for 20 years.
Yeah.
This match is kind of the embodiment of that, where it's like, yeah, you look at it and be like, wow. And then you see it and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a one and done.
Yeah. Like, you can't run this match back.
Oh, but watch them try.
If Vince was there, they would run this match every week until Mania.
Oh, they'd have a rematch on Raw.
Yeah, they might still.
Oh, SmackDown, rather.
Can't believe that we are now saddled with Omos on SmackDown.
Hey, you got Mysterio.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that. After this match with Walter, such a match.
I can feel the boredom in the crowd.
No, just like, there's not going to be. Look at that Beal, that Bradley Beal. It's a basketball player. That's why every time they do a Beal in AEW, Excalibur's like the Bradleyest of Beals.
Why would that be Bradley Beal? What did Bradley Beal do?
His name is Beal.
What's a Beal?
That move where like they launch you across the ring.
I've never heard that before.
You've not been listening. Like when Keith Lee launched Isaiah Cassidy across the ring in his debut.
Yeah.
It's a Beal.
Okay.
That like arm under the hand under the
yeet?
arm. It's not a yeet. It's only a yeet if it happens to Sami Zayn. Who do they do that to? It's like it was Roman yeeted Dominic Mysterio ahead of his match with Ray last year. And it was still in the Thunderdome, so he just like went out of view and clearly landed on a crash pad. See, there's small things about the Thunderdome that I can understand people missing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like people were pointing out on Twitter today that, you didn't get it.
Oh, my God. Pound him over there, though.
People were saying on Twitter today that like they missed the 8K camera they would do for people's entrances. And it's like, I get that. That was cool. I really enjoy that. But like when Ricochet would do his crazy dive onto John Morrison. Oh. He's just like all of the moves you could do because it was the Thunderdome and because there were no people watching, you could just set up a crash pad at ringside and do a thing.
Well, you'd never have a Firefly Funhouse match really these days. And I really like those first few weird weeks where they cut to the empty seats and Stone Cold's like, I kicked Byron in the dick. It felt like Triple H was doing Tim and Eric Awesome show. Great job.
Yeah. Like that first week when it was Triple H and Michael Cole on commentary and Triple H is like coloring in a soul patch and everything. It's like you got the sense that these people are just like, well, let's have fun. /
they've lost their minds under the pressure.
Yes, that too. Like that first couple weeks where they were just like, let's just air the Royal Rumble match on TV.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Made reviewing the shows a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 2 matches on every show. This is still going.
Here we go. Oh, can he do it? Oh, my word.
There you go.
Very good.
Well, they got the finish right. Running power slam on Omos. It was as impressive as it looked. I have not picked something wrong yet. Look at me go. That's points for both of us.
Glad that's finished. That was a remarkable finish. 2 big boys. But boring.
Bit of a slog to get there. They could have cut the match length in half. I'm going to throw out this banana peel.
Flame Inc. 8 Menberg for 8 months in a row. Can I ask a what if? What if Y2J and the Elite are pulling a WCW Hogan? If they aren't on top, they will get those at the top fired. # justice for Punk. I don't think that's a what if. A what if proposes an alternate timeline. This is more of a...
I don't think any of them are Hogan.
Yeah. I don't think that because like the Elite generally aren't on top.
That's the thing.
And they definitely didn't start out AEW on top. In fact, they were
adamant to be not Hulk Hogan. Like they were like, we're gonna lose every big match for like the first 6 months. To almost the show's detriment.
Yeah. I was thinking about this. because I'm fascinated by the whole thing. I just think it comes down to a difference in wrestling philosophy, and that has somehow been extrapolated out into an actual physical brawl. But I think the Elite have a very different view of what wrestling is compared to Punk, and Punk took that personally, and the Elite were probably being a bit sort of, mean girlsy about it. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know what happened, obviously. Like, I wasn't there. But Punk went and said all of those things at a press conference. It's not like he said these things to them and then a brawl started. Like, that would be one thing. Still talking about this. Like, it's crazy. But, like, it's just the fact that that was the first we'd heard of anything between them was at a press conference in the biggest manner possible. Like, if it was just differences of opinion and whatever, people didn't like each other, I think you can deal with that sort of stuff. But it's like that much outward disrespect at a press conference with your boss sitting next to you. I would imagine that, you go to that guy's locker room afterwards and try and at least talk about it. I don't know if they thought a fight was going to happen. Maybe they did. Maybe they walked in trying to start a fight. I wasn't there, but like, madness.
Very strange. Saeed Al-Ansari. Here, I think it's going to be one of those Montreal Screwjob things. This is going to go over and over again because there's quite a few competing sides. Yeah. No one's going to agree. There's always going to be conspiracy theories.
I've seen a lot of people this week be like, this is the Montreal Screwjob event that just is not going to be done talked about for a very long time.
Saeed Al-Ansari. Here is a reminder that the only person to beat Roman Reigns without ever losing to him is Shane McMahon. The best in the world indeed. Mark Sorvey. I can only chip in some Canadian... Oh, my God. This is for charity, Mark. Honestly. I can only chip in some Canadian dollars. Apologies. Great stream for a great cause, guys. And Survival Series, I imagine, was money.
Yes, it was. Go watch it. Please and thank you.
Charles Berg, just want you to know my dog calendar photos are picked and I'll be getting them made soon. I'll send one over to you guys when they are done. And a reminder, I own 3 cats and I love them. My favorite thing about them is they remind me how great dogs are.
Yeah, that sounds like cats.
Could I, because I haven't got my phone on me, have you got the picture that I sent you of my cat?
So
I could show it to the camera.
I do. Because
it's such a good YouTube thumbnail face. YouTube thumbnail psychology. You want direct eye contact with the thing. And you used to want their mouth open like that. That's why you see so many YouTube thumbnails with like someone's just about to speak to you. This is a genuine photo I took of my cat yesterday.
Look at this cat. Look at this cat. Focus. It's probably not going to focus, but look at that cat.
Focus on the cat. Why won't it focus?
It's probably manually focused.
It's on manual. Okay.
But look at that cat. It is just a proper...
So I'm going to set Kiki up with her own YouTube channel. And
WrestleCat.
Another
WrestleCat.
Terry and Meow Meow, whatever Pete's stupid cat's called.
Momo.
Do one. Willie Singleton, AEW versus WWE in War Games. Who would you pick from AEW and who would you pick from WWE?
So is this basically just going to be like a all-star lineup, basically?
Yeah, why not? Because I've already done a storyline one as my fantasy book in Warfare last year.
That's right.
But Cody wasn't in it because he got beaten up. But eventually, because you don't want either side winning, it's just a Bullet Club turn on both companies.
Yeah, I recall that. That's right.
I think it's great.
WWE versus AEW. I would probably do Roman, Seth, the Usos, and someone else.
SAMI?
Yeah, I could go for that.
You definitely want Mox on the other side.
Yeah. I'd go Mox, Kenny,
Bucks.
the Bucks, and maybe Hangman Page. And get the Shield fun stuff in there.
Not Jericho?
I don't know. Like, I could go either way.
Yeah.
I'm looking at who can offset either
Danielson.
side. Yeah.
But then it does feel like WWE versus WWE.
Yeah, like I want proper, like I want the Young Bucks against the Usos in there. I want some Shield back and forth stuff in there.
You want MJF, who could be like your rogue element of, will he side with WWE?
Like anything that we can do to get like Kenny Omega against both Roman and Seth at different points.
That's okay, we are underway with the Brawling Brutes versus the Usos for the undisputed WWE tag belts.
We've both gone with the Usos for this one. And then after that, brilliantly, it does come down to the two most important matches for the sake of this thing.
I think we're probably looking at a 3.5 hour long show then.
That's great. I was really worried because I do have plans after this.
You've had a long day.
Yeah.
When did you start watching Rampage this morning?
About 7 a.m.
7 till 7.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, it will be 7 till 7. That clock's wrong.
It is. Yeah. It'll be right tomorrow.
No, it won't.
Won't it? Oh, no, it won't. You're right.
Change it up. I'll change it up there. You don't need to see that.
Still got one banana left in the office. I'm excited. It's banana
How many
day.
bananas? You know you can't have too many.
Says who?
There's like, if you have 9 bananas, you'll die because of potassium poisoning. They've got so much sweet K, which is the chemical
Monkey never come.
symbol for potassium, not ketamine.
Ketamine
yeah,
Dan.
you have an overload. This is an urban myth. I think it is actually like 40 to 50.
Yes, I know you can like die because of potassium poisoning. And like I
From
saw
bananas.
there was like a story that I saw once upon a time where there was like a nurse who was talking to her patients and she was like giving them a potassium pill and everything. And she was like, yeah, this is what you're going to take. And she's like, you just got to make sure that you don't take too much. And they like take the pill. It's like, well, why not? It's like, because if you take too much, it'll stop your heart. And then she turned around and walked away. And the person who was there was like, but telling the story is like, you know, that's her favorite part of the day where she could just say that and turn around and be like, but I don't think bananas can kill you. But today I will have eaten 6 bananas, I think. And usually it's 7, but I couldn't find a nice, good
This is a
bushel of 7 bananas.
BBC News article. Can eating more than 6 bananas at once?
At what? Just clip that out. No context.
That is a YouTube thumbnail face.
Yeah.
You know, and will this kill me?
Will this kill me? I'm not doing it again.
Apparently this was an idea spread by Carl Pilkington. Oh, I definitely heard about it before Pilkington. Because that's like secondary school for me.
Someone got the monkey never cramp thing. Thank you very much.
You probably need about 400 bananas a day to stop your heart.
Probably pretty good then.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into this match. It looks good.
They're wearing Burberry. MJF incoming.
It's a big lad, isn't he?
That Ridge Holland.
Blocky.
Yo. Blurp. It's amazing of all the people that have just kind of turned out okay on the main roster. It's like Ridge Holland. He's not like done anything, but like hasn't done anything wrong except for that one thing.
Was it Big E?
Yeah.
Yeah. Must haunt you. Imagine like just like in Ridge's head the next few weeks.
I mean,
doing
like
moves on
D'Lo
people.
Brown has talked about having drop draws, you know, and it just like stays with him. Like I can't imagine it. It's horrible. Hey, he's doing a Sheamus tribute spot. Do we get a Sheamus run-in at any point?
I don't think so. I think he's because he got married last weekend.
Yeah.
He'll be on his honeymoon for a bit, right?
Sheamus.
Speeding up.
Sheamus, you got to cancel your honeymoon. We need you to go to Saudi Arabia. Oh, dive incoming.
Oh!
Catches Jimmy with a huge shot.
It's like a slap, right?
Yeah.
It's like, but probably like just there.
Yeah. It's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So they teach you to forearm people.
We are, of course, both trained wrestlers.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. I miss it. I was saying to people after, this was a few weeks ago now, but when Social Media Abby and I went to that indie show, really good time, by the way. Sorry you couldn't make
I
it.
was ill.
It's those type of shows that make me go like, I wish I could wrestle again. It's like, it's fun.
Would you do it? Now you're settled and over here?
I don't know. If I had the time, money, and energy, maybe. But I lack all three of those things.
Oh, he's so slick.
Oh, he deked him. Because they did that the last time they wrestled. They caught Pete Dunne with the super kick. And now he deked him out with a super kick and then hit the moonsault. It's very good stuff. Great callback.
Multi-match storytelling. So they've only had the one match, which was SmackDown last Friday.
It was a while ago. It was a few weeks ago.
Oh, because it was SAMI.
Yeah, it was Sammy and Solo wrestling them two a week ago. And then they had another one of these matches like a month ago or so.
Oh.
The Brawling Brutes won a 4-way number one contenders match and then faced the Usos and lost. Selling that arm. Caught in a triangle.
Lovely.
Oh, with the joint manipulation, the fingers. I love Pete Dunne. I love that Pete Dunne gets to wrestle again.
Like, I like Ridge Holland, but Pete Dunne and the Usos interacting here is...
Yeah.
It's just like it's another level. Oof.
It's just like, I can't believe that earlier this year we were legit getting like a 1-minute SmackDown main event that was Pete Dunne against Drew McIntyre, and it was nothing. So like Drew McIntyre versus Pete Dunne is like a pay-per-view main event to me. You got a double splash.
Ridge Holland breakup, yeah.
Ridge Holland's broken it up.
I like this match.
Yeah, this match is really fun.
When we're not talking about bananas.
Bananas and pajamas. It really does tickle me that someone knew what the monkey never cramp thing is.
What is that
baseball
thing?
reference? We had the Toronto Blue Jays had a baseball player from Japan years ago named Munenori Kawasaki, and like he wasn't very good, but he was hilarious. Like he was the he was the life of the team.
Right.
You know.
He's just a happy guy.
Yeah, he was like the most positive guy. And people like went up and asked him like, what are you doing to train and everything? And he's like, eat banana. He's like, why? And he's like, monkey never cramp. And that was the whole quote. And
monkey never cramp.
Monkey never cramp.
Oh, finger break spot on Jay.
Miss that guy. That guy's a World Series champion. Oh. He hits white noise.
Oh.
Like, there's no way.
Yeah, but just in that moment, I
Yeah.
reacted.
Yeah, when they've got
That's what
the
it's
other
about.
Uso tied up on the outside, and for a moment you can just be like, they wouldn't, right? As long as you get that 1 second of doubt, it makes for a good near fall.
But at the same time, how pissed off would Roman be?
I would be pissed off that they'd have the Brawling Brutes end this year-and-a-half long title run
The week before
the
the
week
new
before
team
they
match.
do it. And the other Jimmy Uso, I can't tell them apart. Jimmy Uso breaks up the pin.
They've gotten so much easier to tell apart now.
Now that they've changed their hair, it is
yeah.
easier, but...
I remember Pete always used to shout at me and go like, "One's got tattoos." I was like,
They both got
I'm
tattoos.
tattoo blind. I don't see.
You
tattoos.
are tattoo blind. You guessed that Batista's belly button tattoo was... I don't even know. No, there's... honestly, ever since because I watched Total Divas back in the day, like the first 2 or 3 seasons of Total Divas, just because of that show, I could tell Jimmy and Jay apart. Because they're not like identical.
Oh,
they're doing a double hockey fight spot. One on the apron, one in the ring. That's fun.
Jay's a hothead. I feel like that's gonna. Oh, good tag though.
Blind tag from Jimmy.
Why has he got his pants round his?
I don't know.
What's
It's
happened
his
there?
shirt because it got ripped open to do the clubbing.
How is he
chest
still
thing?
moving so seamlessly?
I don't know. Oh, top rope 3D. It's a 4D. Cineworld moving chair experience, and that's 3. Really good finish. They've turned around on the finishes.
Well, yeah, when they started doing clean.
Yeah, when they
pictures.
started doing not complicated finishes. Very good. That was a fun little match.
Let's. 2 matches left.
2 matches, the important ones.
I wonder how long Roman Logan's going to go, because Roman usually likes a 20-minute match.
He likes to talk some trash and really get into things.
But Logan Paul, how long do you want a match with a celebrity going? I guess, but Ronda's one was in a tag match.
Yeah, you can hide that a lot easier. Depends how much smoke and mirrors there is, how much Jake Paul on the outside. You could probably get an Austin Theory run in that gets broken up by Jake Paul. That'll add an extra minute or so to things.
Yeah. Bit of a respectful nod there from Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to that.
Should be great.
Props to Triple H for putting on this that level of match on an episode of TV
Mm-hmm.
in between 2 premium live events.
Yeah. And premium live events with not very much turnaround time.
Yeah.
Like from here until Survivor Series is not very far.
But I guess because Survivor Series is such a different concept, you don't have to save that. Very good booking. Mr. Gajilli says, "Hey guys, I really don't get the Alexa match. She did great, but that's
CJ Lilly.
Mr. CJ Lilly. But that's the only positive, as you've killed all of what momentum she had. And how do you further the Bray tease when she can't appear on SmackDown? Got no interest in her losing to Nikki. Jam that jam." They're probably thinking, well, whatever we do to Bliss, we can just reset with whatever Bray plans they have.
Yeah, I mean, they could just move her to SmackDown. Like, once whatever happens, they can just keep doing teases like we saw there with the thing, Bray Wyatt stuff flashes up and distracts her, and then as soon as she turns or whatever's going to happen, she can just go to SmackDown.
Yeah. Dalton Reiser, "Hey Tempest, love Survival Series, and thought it was funny how he said, I don't want people thinking I'll do well, then we'll know spoilers. Also, I only started watching during OC Judgment Day. Anything before that I need to go back for?" Oh, the Lesnar Lashley match, but just pause it before the finish.
It was fun until the end.
I think you joined at the right time.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying about the Survival Series thing. I think it's funny too.
Drip Soup, Tempest. Yeah, it was a huge endeavor, but I did get through them all. Now I'm just waiting for Generation 9 to update my list. I do have a predicament though. When do I stop? Because One Piece is almost done, while Pokemon will always have new generations.
Always. It's not like they're running out of ideas or anything.
Oathkeeper 65. Imagine if Jay can't wrestle because of his injury. It's already happened. So who steps up to take his place? Sami Uso. Jimmy and Sami Uso beat the New Day's record. Main event, Jey Uso stripped of his legacy, or even better, Jay becomes an honorary Us.
All of these things are fun.
Jay gets demoted to honorary Easter. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
There's
so many ways they can go.
I really do like the idea of doing Sammy as honorary Uso or Sammy Uso and them doing the Freebird rule.
Yeah.
I think that's so fun.
There's just so many character dynamics. You can riff off that for months before you kick into the next phase at Royal Rumble time. Because them three in the Royal Rumble, when they'll have to eventually make a decision. When Kevin Owens gets in the ring.
Yep.
Mr. Higglesby. Ollie, I remember watching when it was just you. I'm so happy to see what WrestleTalk has become. Tempest, your knowledge of all things nerdy makes me relate to you all the more. Follow Victor Taylor Perry on Twitter, who's trying to help kids connect with wrestling.
Yes, absolutely. I follow him. You know, have you ever seen the kids in the classroom watching the wrestling on the screen? No. That's him. Yeah, that's the teacher.
And finally, for now, Vandalia 1998. Haven't watched in a while, but when did Sheamus and the Brute switch from heel to face? Oh, through being awesome.
Yeah, it's just basically through being awesome.
And Triple H getting in control.
Yeah, it was the Walter feud. When they got paired opposite Imperium, that's basically when it happened.
Also, congrats to Tempest for getting all the gold. Ollie, you're going to take both from him. I don't know, do you want to double or nothing? Do you want to put your Quizzlemania trophy on the line too?
No, I don't. Do you want to work an extra Wednesday night? That's what I thought. Bayley. This is the match that will more or less decide it, though. Because...
Well, I need it.
You need it.
But if I win it, I have to...
Let me math it.
I think I have... If I win the whole thing by 1 point. Whatever way the main event goes.
I don't know that that's true.
Because
if you win this, you get 4 points.
I go up to 11.
You go up to 11. You're right, because we both picked Roman, and thus you'll still get 2 points. Yeah, so this is basically for the championship.
Oh my God!
Come on, Bianca. Hot damn.
Come on, Damage Control. Finally do the thing that the whole concept of your faction's about. And run the women's division at the same time.
Oh, this is spicy. I've had this belt for so long. Am I the longest reigning one of these? It's been a while. Who's the longest reigning Jam That Champion? Is there a wiki? Somebody know off the top of their head?
Definitely got most reigns.
Yeah.
Probably. During those early... Oh, can you do a survival series for champions?
Yeah.
But you have to... But it's all the lineages. So you've got to do... the Quizzlemania Tag Team Championships would be a mess.
Yeah. You mean the Quizzlemania Tag Team Championships or the interim Quizzlemania Tag Team Championship? Or the interim Quizzlemania Tag Team Championship? Let me see. Why is there no wiki? They're saying it's still... They still think it's Pete. But I don't know how long Pete's reign is.
Oh, he did hold it for a long time.
We'll
oh my God.
know.
I didn't actually think that now, like, it's because it's mostly just a bit. Not for you, but for me, I'm just like, oh, cool, championship, right, here's my picks. Now, like, we're here. Because I didn't get to this point at Clash at the Castle because Luke cashed in. I'm quite excited.
I'm nervous. This could go either way. Absolutely could go either way.
Come on, Bayley. How confident are you in Belair? Like, if you've got to give a percentage, are you 70% confident? Are you 60% confident?
Probably about 50% confident.
That's not very confident.
No.
That's literally 50-50.
Yeah.
Has that gotten less confident since we've done the predictions? Has the women's tag stuff?
It got more confident when they added the match in. But then they made so little of a deal of it, being like, oh, title change in Saudi Arabia, that now we've gotten back around to this. And I was like, it does kind of feel like they could just put all the gold on Damage Katarl.
But it is a heel win.
Yeah.
I think
That would be a lot of heel wins on this show. Because you assume Roman's going to win the main event.
Plus, I think if you were going to do it right, if you were going to do a women's title change, the first one, singles one, in Saudi Arabia to drive that narrative at forefront of change, you'd want it to be a babyface. So you can have the photos of all the crowd cheering, the confetti, the tears, and then that gets picked up by Newsweek and USA Today. It's going to be an odd message if it's like, amazing women's title change in Saudi Arabia thanks to WWE, and all the pictures of kids going like, no!
Boo! They do it like Bayley cheats to win, like Damage Control comes out, it's a screwy finish. Well, either way, this is for the championship.
Yes, Bayley! Start strong. Stay on her. Oh, it's a last woman standing match.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. You know, what a great way to build a feud. You start with a ladder match, then you go to the last woman standing match, and then the blow-off.
Singles match. Yeah. Remember they did that with, like, Big Show and Alberto Del Rio, like, 2013. They had a last man standing match on SmackDown where Del Rio won the title. And the rematch at the Royal Rumble was a last man standing match. Del Rio retained the title. And the third match at Elimination Chamber was a singles match. Like, you've beaten me in this weird stipulation, but can you out-wrestle me? It's like, what?
I have no time for the let's count on every spot early on.
Yeah. Hurry it up. It's been a while. Like, I don't know. WWE's track record with last person standing matches is not great. Wow, that balanced perfectly on the ring apron. And the kids
did it?
Yeah, it's like, or on the barricade. It's over there. Bounced like 5 times and then landed on the apron.
Would you mind if we just reverse and rewatch it? No, not start
Start
over.
the whole show over again.
Does it just run out of battery at that very moment?
The universe has said no.
Oh, I could have plugged it in down here all along.
Oh, yeah. How about that? Shout out to non-Apple products all having the same charging cord thingy.
No way. Visual USB-C.
Never mind.
Okay, God damn it.
You don't get to see. It's still there, though.
Because I was it's that shot of the ladder. Bong, 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 bong.
Yeah.
I always still think about. I thought it could be that good.
Oh,
yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like there are a few moments like that. It's like when somebody like tosses a kendo stick in the air and like Bubba Ray Dudley catches it perfectly and then goes nuts and starts whacking people with it. And it's like so perfect that like all the people in the crowd are like, whoa,
Yeah,
they've just seen that cool thing.
If you did a 10 most satisfying impromptu wrestling moments list, I would also add Rock catching the Big Boss Man baton in Survivor Series, the Deadly Games one.
Yeah. The Rock is smooth.
Don't move it.
Yeah, that has to stay there the rest of the match. Like a kid went over and like went to touch him, was like, whoop, no.
It's magic. So it bounced off the apron or off a rope?
It like, she went into the corner and like kind of dropped it and it bounced like off the rope, off the floor again, onto the thing. Oh, he moved it. Boo.
That was the source of all Bayley's power.
Yeah. It was a bouncing kendo stick.
Those kids.
Also, the heel's wearing white. That's That's not what you're supposed to do.
When they're all in the all body ones, it kind of looks like, I don't know, they're gonna go motor racing.
A little bit, yeah.
Maybe just Bayley's one. Because I haven't thought that about anyone else.
Yeah. You're gonna join the Fantastic Four or something.
Yeah.
You think the Fantastic Four movie's gonna be good?
I'd hope so. They're a tricky gang to get right, but I think Kevin Feige obviously loves them enough, but he also loves Namor.
I love Namor.
And the Eternals.
I love Namor.
Yeah, Namor. Yeah, but Namor's. I imagine you love the Namor, the fun, moody Namor from the comics. I don't think that's what Namor is in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. My friends always make fun of me because I love water-based superheroes.
Oh, really?
No real reason. It's just kind of a bit at this point. All of them except the Deep. The Deep sucks. It's worst character in that show. Yeah, Aquaman, Namor, that fish guy in Invincible. Love him. Aqualad.
Is it Abe Sapien in Hellboy? Does he count? Doesn't control water, but he's sort of like an amphibious. We've got a table.
And also Lagoon Boy. Lagoon Boy kind of sucks.
Oh, is that? That's a different camera. Look at the focus on that. That looked like the old 8K camera.
Yeah. One of the cameras is different than the other. I noticed like earlier, I think when Alexa was coming out, it's like, that's different.
So we've got, not this one, this is a 4K camera, but we're not running it on 4K. We've got 3 6K Black Magics to film Board Game Club on. I didn't know it went up to 8K.
Yeah. So many Ks.
Cumulatively.
Yeah. They compound each other.
If I just strap them all together, what's that?
16K. 32K.
Yeah.
64K.
There's no stopping our resolution.
Yeah. It's like they will go so high, but like no one will ever have a TV good enough to view it.
What's happened? Bayley just fell off the ramp. Oh no. And referee is telling Belair to stop. Bayley just looks like she fell awkwardly. She doesn't look like she's
may be selling
a ruse.
She may be selling, but
no,
she is selling.
Well done, Bayley. That totally worked me. Oh, well.
Ooh.
I love it when I get worked.
It's great, isn't it?
Oh, it's the best feeling.
It's like when Dax went to the back at Forbidden Door and we're all like, no. Please, no.
Yeah. Great selling, Bayley. Actually.
Whack. It's a little bit of tanner or makeup or something on Bayley's outfit. Yeah. That's always the struggle with wearing white.
And wrestling people with loads and loads of makeup on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Chucking the chair.
Belair just F that chair at Bayley.
It was like famously, it was like a Botchamania classic. It was Mania 28 when Kelly and Maria Menounos faced Beth Phoenix and Eve. And they did the double stink face spot. And that's not where you want to have a brown smudge on your tights, on your white tights.
Come on, Bayley. Oh, am I a bad person? Because I was more concerned about my championship than Bayley's.
But I was sitting there, I was just like, yay, Bayley's all right, but that would have been a retention.
Oh, this is fun. Just put it so her head's there.
Like a gopher.
Oh, of course. Last person standing.
Ah, she's trapped.
That ladder's not doing any of the work, Bayley. There's many holes for her to get through. So ineffective. You could even Mace could get through that.
But he's so big. The other theories I've seen be like, what if you tied Bianca's hair to something so that she couldn't stand up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know how exactly you could do it.
We thought that's how they were going to do the ladder match,
Yeah.
didn't we?
I still think that would have been a great ladder match finish.
Did they have a spot like that in it?
I don't know. I haven't watched Extreme Rules. I've been meaning to.
Currently,
It's tough though, going out of your way to watch wrestling, especially when that's how I have to watch like Dynamite and everything on a weekly basis anyway.
she's lifting up the steel steps.
But not by the handles.
But she's wearing it as a hat now.
She was nowhere
down there.
near those stairs.
Some of these weapon spots have been pretty lame.
Like, I can kind of tell for that one, like, she wanted to throw it at her, but she had it backwards. Like, she couldn't hold it by the handles and was really struggling to get a grip of it. Yeah, that'll get you over. Whack the Saudi Arabian commentary team with a stick.
Okay, we're going up the ramp. Bit of hardcore nonsense fun, hopefully.
Yep.
It's the exact sort of babyface fire someone would get before they're beaten.
Mm-hmm.
Where are damage control?
I don't think we're close to the finish of this match. I think we still got another 5 to 10 minutes left, honestly.
Surely Bayley, Io Sky, Dakota Kai, we're taking...
Ooh, Bayley to belly on the... Is it belly to Bayley? No, it's Bayley to belly on the
belly
stage.
to Bianca.
You're right. It's Bayley to Bianca.
Come on, Bayley. This isn't the finish, but come on.
Let's speed it up. I do think it's funny that she still does the hugging finisher, even though she's not the hugger anymore.
Yeah. Oh, you stamp on the hair. But wait, is that allowed? Otherwise,
I don't think so. You'd still be making contact with them, and thus the count couldn't start. You put something under the hair, like you put a 100-pound weight on the braid.
Have I told you my horrible braid thing? Oh, what's happening here?
She's putting her in a box.
Yes.
Is that
She's
how
not on
that
the
works?
ground.
It's just a casket match. Okay, now you put like a forklift over the box.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that is how The Rock lost to Mick Foley that one time.
She's not going to be in there.
She's just a jack in the box. Where would she go? It's like David Blaine. Oh, the hair. Like Chris Angel. It's like, she's gone.
That could have been lethal. See, stuff like that, like it wasn't pushed at a hard enough thing for it to ever.
Like for something like that, you have to be crushed, like between the thing and the screen. Just a straight crossface. Don't tap. You're a babyface.
Mm-hmm.
You would not let go of that until she passed out. What is the point? All right, let's speed it up. Well, when you think of a good last man standing match, what do you think of?
What's the Give me some. I can't think of a single one now.
Because she's got a golf cart.
Yes.
The ones I think of are like Edge and Cena where Cena gets thrown through the searchlight.
Oh,
She
that was
stopped
so
before she
bad.
even got to her. That was rubbish. Cena and Edge, I usually think of, where Cena goes into the searchlight. It's fun. Undertaker and Batista, when the stage falls on them. It's a pretty good one. Roman and Kevin Owens last year, when Roman couldn't get out of the handcuffs.
Oh,
and should have
yeah.
lost.
That had a golf cart in, didn't it?
It did have a golf cart. Any match with a golf cart gets better. Top 10 uses of a golf cart in wrestling history. Honorary mention, the hardcore triple threat where they almost ruined the show.
Broad on top of golf cart. What is it with golf carts?
Owens and Ambrose, that's a good shout.
And
Becky and Charlotte, that's a great shout. That might be the best one, honestly. The one at Evolution.
yeah.
Cena and Batista with the duct tape.
So where's this going? That was Batista's retirement. Well, not retirement, but leaves town one, right?
No, that was a month later. That was the I Quit match when he gets thrown off a car.
This is a goodish pace? Is she going to launch off through the... Oh my god, that's so lame again.
She just had to bring her down to the ring. Not the best uses of a golf cart in a wrestling match. Ooh, the table barely broke. It kind of cracked down the middle, but Bayley did not go through it. That looked like it sucked. Oh, that sucked. They are not having much luck with their weapons and stuff here. I'm gonna put you through this table. There you
Oh
go.
my god, she whipped her head off the back of that.
One of those ones where like it breaks. It almost looks like a pre-broken table because it's a literal like straight line split right down the middle. But that would offer like no. It would not break your fall at all.
Come on, Bayley.
Forgot I was supposed to be cheering for Bianca here.
This is not a good match, though.
No, I've not really thought so, unfortunately. They've had a lot of things working against them.
Yeah, but the spots are just no good. Like,
yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with the golf cart stuff. It's like I'm not advocating for everybody to go full Sammy Guevara and literally bounce their head off the front of a moving golf cart going at top speed, but like that was the opposite of that.
come on, Bayley. God, how long's this match been?
I don't know.
15 minutes?
Whoa.
So why aren't Kai and Sky involved?
It's a great question. You know, I always wonder this in like no DQ matches where it's like, why don't you just interfere from the start? Like, what are they going to do to stop you?
But we're only coming in right at the end. Yeah, but what about the moment she nearly lost?
Yeah.
You didn't know she wasn't going to
Exactly.
stand up.
This is real. Oh, 450 onto a bunch of chairs.
That's not nice. That's probably the best hardcore spot they've done so far.
Probably, yeah. Get up.
Oh my god.
It was like a shoot 10 count where she was like, whoop, need to hurry.
Come on, Bayley. Make a ladder sandwich with a Bianca filling. A let's go Bayley chant. Saudi Arabian smarks.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, just start counting. Every time she gets up, hit her again.
Yeah, like I really couldn't have done any better on this.
What's she doing? So Bayley's now setting up the chair?
She's going to do her finish onto the chair. I don't know what that has to do with the ladder, but...
Oh, but Belair countered up into the KOD. No,
KOD
not
on
onto
the
an
ladder.
upset. Oh!
Oh, her knee!
No!
Oh!
Ah. Oh, no. Oh, that's smart,
That's
though.
a smart spot. She'll never escape now.
No, Bayley, come on! Kai and Sky, where are you? Come on, you've got ages to get out. I can see you getting out.
Nope. Come on.
Ah!
A little more.
Ah!
Yes.
No, come on!
Yes.
No! No!
Yes.
Ah!
And still, you're Jam That Champion! Tempest! Woo! Can't believe it. Hot dog! I'm getting a clean sweep on this pay-per-view, boys! Woohoo! Thank you, Bianca. Sorry, Bayley, you're never winning this title, apparently. Well done, sir. Very well predicted, but not well enough.
Good grief, that bump off the KOD. Smart finish. That's probably the most inventive finish on the show so far that's worked.
I think I got that right, because you only lose 2 points. You don't lose the full 4, I believe, for losing your Joker pick.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
Because I was thinking, I was like, wait a minute, if Roman loses, I could still lose points and you'd stay where you are, but no. It is academic at this point.
Well done,
Never losing this
Tempest.
belt.
And still.
And still, your Jam That Champion. The Mountie always gets his jam.
And Bianca Belair as well.
I am the EST, the Temp EST.
Oh, look, they've got a community day as well.
Oh, look
they
at
were
that.
trying to get Pokemon.
Look at all this, look at all of this propaganda.
They've gone straight into a video package of Bayley being a face helping out kids.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. Well, we've got one more match left on this show. But before we watch that, in case anybody has joined us in the time since, please go and watch Survival Series over on partsFUNknown. Our new series just launched yesterday where everyone in the office, excluding Sullivan because somebody had to do a play this month, everybody tries to name every single WWE champion in reverse chronological order. And if that sounds like fun, that's because it is. Please check out this trailer of PFK's newest series. Hello, and welcome to our new hit show, Survival Series, where we've taken the most exciting and beloved round of Quizzlemania and turned it into its own brand new show. You will be naming every WWE champion.
Hello, I'm very annoyed at how much people think I'm going to be good at this.
That would be Roman Reigns,
Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Brock Lesnar,
Bobby Lashley. Big E. The Miz.
No!
That is your first strike.
No!
I was really hoping I could hold on to at least that first mistake for a little while.
I'm missing something.
Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose,
Daniel Bryan.
Dean, Seth, Roman, I can't remember what order.
He gets off Sheamus, off Cena.
That sure does look like fun, doesn't it? So make sure you go over to partsFUNknown, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out Survival Series. I'd love to make this a monthly series, so make sure that you support it. Make sure that it gets the viewership that it deserves. I've heard nothing but good things about it. People seem to like it. These guys seem to enjoy it. This guy's really rocking out right now to Bray Wyatt's entrance because That's also a good song. But please support Survival Series over on partsFUNknown right now. Check it out when this video is done. It's a good time. Bray Wyatt is making his entrance that will surely take like 10 minutes. He loves this song. This one has not stopped singing it in the office all week. It's Mike Tyson doing the In the Air Tonight drums in the hangover.
I love the whole entrance. Make it longer.
It's what they're doing. Have you seen the size of that stage? I wonder if this will be a bigger step of some sort, like forward in this this whole thing.
So he shouted at someone, a backstage runner guy,
Yeah,
on SmackDown.
he basically was doing a promo about not liking to be interrupted, based off the Uncle Howdy interruptions he's had on SmackDown, where he's just talking and he gets cut out. This is a good song.
It does sound a bit like Punk's ROH music.
Miseria Cantera. I've been listening to that song all week.
Yeah, because you said.
Boom, boom, ba-dum. Boom, 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 ba-dum. Boom, boom, ba-dum. Boom, 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 ba-dum. Great song. I've been listening to AFI a lot this week in general. Getting into that like mid 2000s rock era. Great era for rock, that is.
Bray Wyatt.
It is
Promo.
warm in here.
Real feel.
Real Steel. You ever see that movie?
No, I didn't.
I mean, it is just Rocky, but with Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Robots, yeah, it's awesome.
It's fun.
A lot of people love it. I know there's like
It's like a cult
sort of a
classic
cult
movie,
thing,
yeah.
something,
I saw it in theaters. Like my dad and I was just like, there's no way the Rock'em Sock'em Robot movie could be good. And then it was. It was just like, it was Rocky, but Rocky's a good story, so.
Because it's James Mangold, right? The guy who directed Logan.
Yeah. I didn't know that until far later. Well, I mean, at the time, I was like...
Well, it was a no-name
yeah,
director.
he was a no-name director, and I didn't really care about that sort of thing at the time. Being a kid and all.
I love him! It makes it feel like I'm watching a movie, and the entrance music is a soundtrack to whatever he's doing.
That's fair.
I think that's why I love it so much. It's so epic.
It is quite good. He has been someone blessed with good music.
He must have a hand in it, mustn't he?
Wouldn't surprise me. I've been thinking of this question for a long time. Who do you think is like the worst wrestler with the best music?
Oh, well, that's a great question. Have you got someone in mind?
I was thinking like one of Baron Corbin's old songs.
Yeah. Well, Baron Corbin's... Yeah, I really like the old... what was it called? Can't remember his first entrance music song.
Yeah.
In terms of act, because I think Mike Bennett is a good wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis.
Their love
greatest.
ballad song.
This
really
is
good.
the greatest love I've ever known. Dun, 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 dun. I'm holding on to your love. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's great. Here he is. What are you going to say, Bray? You're sending Alexa Bliss some messages earlier, maybe? No?
Maybe. But like, was it him? Was it Uncle Howdy?
Is Uncle Howdy him?
I don't think so anymore.
No.
I think Uncle Howdy's Bo Dallas.
I'm just going to slightly crank the volume for us. And we probably won't talk over this. So you can watch people watch something.
The Rotundas.
Some might say that they're even larger than life.
So I am with my sister, to be fair.
Yeah. I also come from a very large family.
Yeah, you've got a massive family. I forgot that.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're just doctors and lawyers. They don't have all of this.
They're not champions.
Champions and champions.
And it didn't take me long to understand that while I was wearing that mask, I no longer felt pain. I no longer could be afraid. In the mask, I was completely untouchable. And that's not the thing. It feels good. Some might say that sensations like that are just about impossible to quit. And that's how I felt. I found myself in a kingdom of nothingness, sitting on an island by myself. And this monster I had made myself.
Look at this man preaching.
He destroyed me. And he ran off from everyone that I'd ever loved. So there I sat, alone. No one to love me, nowhere to run. Alone.
Aw. It's the most wholesome chant I've ever heard.
Yeah.
A "We love you" chant.
But that's the thing, no one loves me. People love the idea of me. People love the things that I'm capable of. I don't even love me. This doesn't have to be the ending of my story. That is not the man that I want to be remembered as. My name is Bray Wyatt.
Oh, I thought he was going to say Wyndham Rotunda.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Bray Wyatt. My name is Bray Wyatt. To rewrite the ending to my story. Forcing yourself to be someone you're not. You can fool them, but you can't fool me. Can't fool me. Who knows you better than I do? Do you think they still love you? If they knew the truth, they don't deserve it. The truth is, you're gonna go too far. You're gonna give in. So why wait? Because when you do, you gotta remember just how good it feels. How good it feels. It's to feel
You're crying. I kind of forgot we were doing live reactions for about 2 minutes there.
Sucked in.
I was so engrossed by it.
It's a little bit more than we've gotten.
Yeah.
A little bit more like motivation and character bit from Bray.
Has he?
I'm going to turn this down so we don't get demonetized
Yeah,
because of this. Thank you, Black Sabbath.
Has he talked so much about? Because to me that was very much a promo about how his last gimmick pushed everyone away.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's talking a lot about family. He wants to bring people in,
Mm-hmm.
developing that idea of a faction.
Yeah. I don't think, like, we haven't gotten that bit of things. I do sort of feel like it's along the same lines as the things that we've gotten already, like the I don't like who I was, you know, things ended badly for me, now I'm back to try and make things right, that sort of thing. Like, I hate who I was. This whole week was him being like, I hate this feeling that I have all the time of like wanting to get my hands on the people who interrupt me, and like that feeling, I hate who I am inside, and I hate that feeling that I have, and these sort of things. So it's more than that. Like, there's a lot more familial stuff there. So that's fun, at least. I do think the spooky Uncle Howdy stuff is more of the same that we've kind of gotten. There is that underlying tone that we got from this one where he's like, you're going to push people away, put on the mask, and maybe you'll never take it off. Yeah. Which is psychological stuff, you know. You're going to give in because you want to, because it feels good. And then you're never going to stop doing that because that's who you are. So there's stuff. It's just all said in a very hocus-pocus-y kind of way.
You think it's Bo Dallas, or do you think that's Bray Wyatt's voice?
I don't know. That one felt a lot more like Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I saw some stuff on Twitter, like the Uncle Howdy thing. Someone put a picture of that and a picture of Bo Dallas, and they're like wearing the same earring at one point. I was like, could be. I don't know.
And let's do your Ultrachats, which have come in. Of course, all the money will be going to... Actually, I need to make a note. Remember to donate all the money. To SAMS, which is Sami Zayn's charity, raising money for mobile medical clinics in Syrian refugee camps. Donate crown jewel money to SAMS. Tuesday. That's when it will come through. Sean Blanford, thanks for doing the charity stream for SAMI for Syria. It takes a bit of the sting from watching the Saudi show. Question, what will be longer, Roman and Logan's entrances or Roman and Logan's match? Here's hoping we have a clean finish in the main event.
I wouldn't count on it.
I don't think we'll have a clean finish. I think the match will be longer.
They're not. The entrances are not going to be 50. Well, I don't know. It's Roman Reigns. You might be onto something.
Michael Dominguez. Ollie, I have to agree on AEW. I'll say it. It sucks, boring, and not exciting. I'm not saying it sucks.
I think that's too strong.
Last year, the Elite were Ghostbusters. This year, nothing makes me excited to tune in. Just to see maybe it will get better. That's not good. Seems to be playing the bench with 3 stars.
I don't know if that's a Golden State Warriors reference, but if it is, I laughed.
Sky's Shadowrun. My favourite thing about the Trips era is that I've genuinely had fun despite any finish. Under Vince, I really couldn't have cared, but matches feel fun again. Also, really glad the Brutes are fun to watch again. Give me more Pete Dunne.
Definitely. Yeah. There's benefit of the doubt there with Triple H's booking. Like, you know it's not going to be stupid.
And it's also a honeymoon period. So
absolutely.
A bit more optimism.
Yeah.
It's Grant says, yes, it's pronounced Siandaque, Ollie.
Mm-hmm. You listen to him.
But serious question for Ollie. What productivity...
What a question. You could not have picked a more appropriate question for this man right here.
What productivity apps do you use at WrestleTalk, like Slack, Trello? Curious how everything is run and scheduled. I'm going to answer my bit before you get into yours. So I've been using Todoist for years and years and years, and I have forced everyone to start using it because, we are a larger company now. We can't... To keep track of things, we need a coherent tracking process. So, Todoist is very good at that. Still ironing out a lot of the kinks, but that's currently what's up. Personally, however, last week, and I really do, because I've got that thing where as soon as the thing you want to happen happens, which is everyone using Todoist, that's when something inside me goes, oh, I'll do something else now. Mm-hmm. So I've actually gone the complete opposite way, and I've optimized my life with loads of different apps online and on my phone. And now over the last week, you've seen it. I talked about it earlier. I've been running everything off an actual physical book with a pen and paper. Using the bullet journal.
This guy who ragged on me for like 2 years for using a pen and paper to keep my notes It's not like, oh well, no, actually, everybody's doing it my way, so I wanna be a hipster about things and write things down.
Quiet, Tempest. Logan Paul's on a giant platform.
Livid about this.
What is he doing? Wade Barrett's got to be seething about this.
Logan Paul's got some bad news. But to finish that chat, Tempest, what is your underrated Pokemon game? Mine is Black and White 2. I think that's a very good shout. That'll probably honestly be my answer as well. Because, like, the Pokemon games that I like the most, I probably would say aren't, like, underrated picks. Because, like, my favorite Pokemon games are, like, Crystal, Black 2 and White 2 are up there. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I think, are my favorite ones. Emerald is up there as well. Yeah, those ones. I don't know if any of those are underrated. I'm not, like, hip with the Pokemon community, so if any of those are, that one. Maybe Crystal, but people probably like that.
Paige Varager says, want to say a big thank you to the WrestleTalk family, and especially you, Oli. You said some life-changing words to me a few years back while I was going through a rough divorce, and your kind words led me to find the love of my life who loves pro wrestling. Thank you for life. Oh, cool.
Good for you, marriage counselor Oli Davis.
I'm very glad to hear that. Keith Below has been a member for 15 months. Survival Series round, championship title defenses, reverse chronological order. Very good. New Memberg Sportify. Thank you very much. Sky Shadowrun with 2 chats here. Honestly, I disagree with Belair retaining because the Raw Women's Division is still in the place of there's literally no one that I want to see challenge for the title because I'm pretty sure Belair has beat everyone. Just my thoughts with this, though.
She hasn't beaten, like, everybody. I just don't think that the people she hasn't beaten are going to get put in that position. Like, I could see Belair versus Io being a great match. Like, a really solid pay-per-view match. But I don't think they're going to do that. And I also don't think, like, Candice LeRae, unless she turns heel, is going to face Bianca. But, like, there are still matches to be had, but it would take, like, a switch of some sort.
I think... This is my own personal theory. I think they were gonna... When Damage Control first debuted at SummerSlam, the plan was for Bayley to win.
Mm-hmm.
But then they realized they could get Sasha Banks back. And now they're just waiting for Sasha Banks to come back, and she's the person who beats Bella.
Do you think that Becky being gone has played a role in the change of plans?
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know?
I hadn't thought of that.
Like,
big part. It's crazy,
Becky...
like no Lynch, no Banks, no Charlotte right now.
Yeah. It's weird.
Bayley only just came back a couple of months.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's so, like, slow. It's so funny.
It's like the graphics engine is struggling with the render.
Yeah.
Sky Shadowrun's got one last bit. I will say, though, All Crown Jewel Pyro has been improved by the constant fireworks of Bonfire Night. Hope everyone stays safe during the night. Yeah. Remember the 5th of November.
Yeah. It's my friend Sarah's birthday. She's not watching this, but happy birthday, Sarah.
Happy birthday. Look at that confident swagger.
Love Roman Reigns.
You've seen the Botchamania ending where it's Homer covered in gold. Doing and it's the same as the...
That's very good.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh. You know, I really do feel vindicated watching stuff like this because it'd be very easy for me to just say this without any proof of the matter. But for years, I booed Roman Reigns out of defiance, where I was like, I will not allow them to push this man wrong. I'm waiting for this to be done right. As long as it's done right, I was like, I've always watched Roman Reigns. I was like, he's so cool. Like, I watched the Royal Rumble 2014 when he had his moment against Batista, and I was like, he's going to win the Royal Rumble next year. Can't wait. It's going to be great. Little did I know, the monkey's paw curled in on itself. But he's everything that he always should have been.
Yeah. He just had to go through 4 or 5 years of...
people being like, turn him heel. No. Turn him heel. No. Turn him heel. Fine. Oh, it worked.
Yeah, he's incredibly badass. And the Shield days as well.
Yeah, to me, he's just so much more confident a performer as a heel than as the goofy John Cena light performer that they were trying to make him be. Talking about tater tots and suffering succotash and nonsense.
They didn't have a character from him. They tried to put a character on.
Right.
But this is a character that's not only taken over him, but it's also spawned out into a larger faction, which is it's like a show exists within SmackDown.
Yeah.
And it's the Bloodline show.
Someone
just like
make
how DX used to be.
someone make please do a sitcom friend style entry with
someone has.
Probably.
I think I've seen that.
But yeah, no, there's absolutely a theory that you cannot have your top guy be too close to the top guy who's come before him, which is why John Cena never quite got over to the same level as the Austin and Rocks of the world, because he was a little bit too similar to the Rock in that goofy, haha, jokey jock kind of way.
Yeah.
And they tried to do that again with Roman, but he was so not good at it. And as soon as they gave him a character of his own, it worked. It's wild. You can look back through history of all the times where the top guy of WWE just didn't work. It's you try to go to Warrior right after Hogan, try to go to Luger right after Hogan, and it's it just doesn't work. You need to have these guys be their own people, and it's amazing that Vince McMahon, the promoter, couldn't realize that, but finally, I guess he did, and that Roman Reigns is spelled wrong on that sign. But finally, I'm so glad that Roman has gotten to be his own guy.
Yeah.
Genuinely now, you can look at all three members of the Shield and be look at these incredible career runs that they've been on that have taken these different turns. And really, all three of them had their down periods where WWE booked them all terribly. And now they've all come back around.
I always thought Seth would end up on top.
Yeah.
But if I'm honest, I'd probably go Roman, Moxley, Seth right now.
Yeah, at this point,
I don't find Seth an engaging. I haven't found Seth a good character for quite a few years.
Yeah,
but character-wise, for Moxley and Roman, they could not be more perfectly well-rounded.
It's wild. Honestly, at this point, anybody who says a different, that's a great shot. Anybody who gives an answer for who the best Shield member is, I'll never argue with somebody now. You know, and for a while, that was so not the case.
You're about 6 minutes into the entrance. Fine by me. Okay. Well, just to sort of meta game this, you'd expect it to have 20 minutes left of the show.
Are they going to go for a half hour here? 205 Live. Look at this cruiserweight. This is going to be the greatest performance of Roman Reigns' career.
He's going to be annoyingly talented at this again, isn't he?
That is the thing. I think I would have gotten similar enjoyment from dunking on Logan Paul being bad at wrestling as I am watching him be good at wrestling.
Yeah. The worst thing he could have done was be mediocre.
Exactly.
Yeah. Reigns.
Hell yeah. We also are double champions. I am like Roman Reigns.
Oh, a very generous chat very oozy chat from Merry Death McChaos. Not watching the show, but watching your stream with my cats. And we'll be seeing Survival Series after this. Didn't see SmackDown yesterday, but did they give a reason for SAMI not being here?
No.
Charles Berg. So at its core, One Piece is a story about chosen family and inherited will. It's got very likable characters with very tragic backstories, with world building and foreshadowing at the levels of Tolkien. It's incredible. Been reading since 2005. Well. Okay, the bell has rung.
If I'm being honest, I think this was my most anticipated match. Pete was really not happy when they announced this match because he was like, well, I got to sit through 2 months of Roman Reigns and Logan Paul build. And why? Logan Paul's only had 2 matches. Why is he getting a title shot? And I was like, this match is going to be so good. You don't understand.
But there is, like, you know, you got the 2 months of Logan Paul build, but that kind of allowed the bloodline drama to flourish and not be overshadowed by a big, proper, meaty feud.
I've said this a lot, that the best bloodline moments are always when Roman Reigns isn't distracted by a main event level guy.
Yeah.
Like, all of those best months or so were like when Roman was going to face Cesaro at Backlash last year, and that's when they did the whole Jimmy Uso joining the bloodline thing. So good. And then, of course, they got distracted with Brock Lesnar for a year, but it's whatever.
As WWE is wont to do.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, by the way, please subscribe to the WrestleTalk Podcast. Luke and I will have a full podcast review of this tomorrow. And if you go over to WrestleTalk right after this, Tempest will have an immediate reactions of the whole show, and I will have a full edited review up later. And while you're waiting for those, go over to partsFUNknown. Why, Tempest?
Because you can check out our brand new show, Survival Series, where everybody in the office, minus Sullivan, gets to try and name every single WWE champion in reverse chronological order to mixed success, I will say. Mixed might be putting it strongly for a few of the people. One, really. But it is a great time. I'm really happy with how it's turned out, and we've had a great reception thus far. And we have Logan Paul out grappling Roman Reigns for a moment.
Oh, he came right back and he didn't leave his feet to do it.
I loved Roman Reigns' facial expression there. Oh, and a fireman's carry. Roman Reigns is selling this like, how dare this man out wrestle me?
And while we were doing the plugs, they both whipped the crowd into a bit of a frenzy without even touching.
Pros.
It's got a big fight feel to it.
Great stuff. But yes, please go watch Survival Series on partsFUNknown. Give that channel a subscribe as well. It would mean a lot to me if you supported my new show, our new show. But I'm the one behind the camera leading the charge. So it is a great time. I'm really happy with how it's come out. Please check it out. Subscribe to partsFUNknown.
They can definitely drag this match out for ages.
Oh, yeah. Roman Reigns is the king of dragging like a 10-minute match into a 20-minute match.
While keeping it engaging.
Yeah, most of the time.
Most of the time. Is he posing for kids? Oh, this is such a house show. What are they chanting?
I don't know.
Because are they chanting for Logan Paul? Logan Paul did get quite a high-pitched reaction when he came out.
He's over with the children. Referee's kind of running this like a boxing match, like you're back and go. Oh, he's going for his little chokehold.
Crazy thing, this is his third match.
Yeah. This is the WWE mantra now. Maybe not so much with Triple H in charge, but like, yeah, instead of trying to grab somebody who's got charisma, who's a wrestler, we're just going to find the most charismatic people in the world and hope that they're really good at wrestling. It's like between this guy, Pat McAfee.
Well, they should sign Rick
Bad
Ross.
Bunny. Yeah. If Rick Ross knows how to sell.
Accusations. No, he doesn't need to sell. I wouldn't have Rick Ross sell.
Just undefeated
I just-
Goldberg
yeah.
his way to the title.
Oh,
Perfect landing. Body shots.
like superhero landing as well.
Yep.
Oh, the splits.
Incredible
on that.
hip toss. You're supposed to keep your feet both on the ground, though. This man does not look like he's in his third match whatsoever. This man is a pro.
Because it's not just the athleticism. Like, it's his face.
It's timing,
yeah.
his poise. It's not rushing.
Mm.
Because that's like the number one thing that green guys do is like, and I'm guilty of this absolutely when I was training. It's like you just try and think what the next thing that you have to do is, and you get right there.
Yeah.
There's none of that with Logan Paul.
Like, no offense to Ridge Holland, but you watch Ridge Holland's performance in the tag match, where I feel like he does rush a lot of stuff out of greenness and inexperience. And then you think how many matches Ridge Holland has had, and you compare it against him.
Yeah.
I mean, also, Roman's not going to let you rush. He
No.
wants a 20-minute match.
But even still, like, not even so much that sort of rushing, but just spots like that. Like the drop down leapfrog spot. Like, it's so easy to be a second ahead of where you need to be on something like that, and he's not doing it.
Oh, my word.
That was an incredible buckshot lariat.
That was so fast.
He just stole Hangman Page's finisher and did it maybe the best I've ever seen. I was like, he's going to be so far. Oh, no, he did it perfectly.
That, like, it felt like sometimes when Hangman hits it, there's a definite stop in motion.
Yes.
That was just, it naturally propelled him full. Bloody hell.
He's going to win Rookie of the Year in the Observer. I don't want to say that because I want Kid Bandit to win the Rookie of the Year award and everything, but, like, my God.
Oh, I hate that I'm writing these words.
Holy smokes!
How did he go so high and far?
That was like a Montez Ford level of height on that springboard into an uppercut. Marking out over Logan Paul.
I'm standing your Montez Ford.
Look at
comparison.
this.
The hang time.
He left the frame. Incredible.
He's not looking around too much to wait for his next spot.
God damn.
God, it'd be great if he was a heel.
Yeah.
But his offense is too spectacular, maybe.
Yeah. It'd be great if he was just a better babyface.
Yeah.
If he wasn't kind of a dickhead, it'd be a lot easier. It's like I watch this and I want to cheer for him. But then I remember that it is Logan Paul. And I was like, I don't want to.
Kick out at 1. 10 minutes into the match.
Mm-hmm.
He's winning.
Yeah. Roman mocking the crowd. Let's settle him down with a nice rest hold. What is this? This is going to be Jake Paul watching in the back. Oh, no, it's just the screen outside the building.
There's a giant screen.
Where's
There are more
Jake
people
Paul?
watching out there. Oh, yeah. Maybe when the Usos or Solo Sikoa come, that's when Jake Paul will
You'd
come
think that the boxer would have like a corner man, though.
out. Yeah.
You know?
Especially with Heyman out there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just odd. Like, I'm sure that's where we'll get to. Like, there'll be bloodline interference or an Austin Theory run in, and then we'll get Jake Paul coming out. But, you know.
They've never properly lent into the idea that Logan Paul's a boxer.
I mean, the whole deal is that he's got like a punch.
Yeah, a lucky punch.
A lucky punch.
Be
but a
more the
punch.
idea that he's a celebrity.
Yeah. I feel like in this feud, there's been more of that, though. Like before, when I don't feel like his match with The Miz was centered around like, oh, I'm gonna knock you out.
No,
it's like I'm gonna out wrestle you. I'm just gonna beat you. Whereas this has sort of been like they've been showing clips of him sparring and boxing with his trainer and stuff. Maybe it's just because Jake Paul's like the boxer of the two of them.
I was listening on the way in. Apparently, his pay-per-view did awful.
Oh, did it?
Like
with Silva,
like 30,000 buys.
What?
And he was. Let me check this.
The bubble just break on the Paul brothers.
Jake Paul pay-per-view buys. So on the podcast, he said that it likely did around 200 to 300,000 buys, which he was disappointed by. But I swear the actual numbers come out. Or maybe
Just
maybe
knock a zero off that. Either way, that's still I think less than what it had.
Oh
been.
yeah. That the 200 to 300,000 is being described as tanked.
Yeah.
So maybe I missed, but apparently the number is lower.
That's like a B pay-per-view for WWE from like a decade ago. Or a decade, 15 years ago, maybe. Because I was
for
going to say
AEW, huge success.
Yeah. But like if it was like 30,000, I'd be like, that is appallingly low. Appalling.
Yeah, scrap that number because I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
I was doing multiple things on my phone while listening to this podcast.
So what was like the Tito Ortiz Chuck Liddell pay-per-view, the Golden Boy pay-per-view? That did like horribly. It was like one of the biggest pay-per-view failures of all time.
I don't know.
And I think it was more than that.
Uh-huh. Well, when didn't Ring of Honor, the last Ring of Honor? Oh, what?
Hell of a gut wrench suplex.
Like he popped his hips at the top. He came off. He was on his tippy toes. Jesus,
he's good at this. He's really good at this.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Roman's making him look good as well.
Yeah.
Some of these moves are amongst the best executions of those moves I've ever seen.
It's wild, isn't it? Someone doing it with the vigor of doing them for the first time.
Mm.
You don't get bored doing hip tosses and gut wrench suplexes and stuff. Woo! I was expecting this. Oh, he's going to do the Emerald Flosion. Damn it. I really wanted to do the Emerald Flosion in every match. It would pop me so much. They're really booking this match like they're kind of on the similar level, though. Like, it's not like, oh, he had an early flurry and then Roman's just going to ground him for 20 minutes and then, oh, the lucky punch and then the finish. Like, no, they're going back and forth. He's got to do the Emerald Flosion again. Just for me. Just for me.
There were no Pokemon cards.
No, I looked for them. He didn't wear a Pokemon card. Maybe Pokemon's banned in Saudi Arabia or something.
Oh, wow. That has flown by.
Yeah. 13 minutes, 14 minutes into this match. It's a good match. It's a really good match.
That's,
Roman Reigns is a generational performer. Logan Paul is the Rookie of the Year. There's the Shawn Michaels out. He's been training with Shawn Michaels, and now he just did the flying forearm thing. It looked a little bit more like a Tanahashi or Naito flying forearm, but still, a nice touch.
Kip up.
Oh, yes. You nailed that. Very, very apt. He is doing a Shawn Michaels tribute here.
He waited the perfect amount of time as
See?
well.
Didn't rush. He's got the timing of a pro.
Oh,
Standing moonsault.
I mean, I know
He's
not
getting
gonna
him
win,
every
but
time. Look at these reactions.
Why am I-
These live reactions.
I've said it before. When I watch wrestling, I get into it. I'm an
Yeah.
idiot, and I just react to things.
I'm the same way. I thought Dean
Yeah.
Ambrose was going to win the Royal Rumble when it was him and Triple H, even though he was like Intercontinental Champion. It would make no sense. Like, obviously, Triple H was going to win, but it's like, oh my God, he's going to do it. What a random example to bring up.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that match recently for some reason. Maybe because of Survival Series and like the WWE title changed hands.
Clap.
No one's doing it.
I was going to do Sweet Chin Music. You probably didn't need to get them to clap. You would just do that with your foot.
Oh, that was a terrible Sweet Chin Music.
Oh, that's the rock bottom. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Meteora. That was the first bad, not even bad, but first like non-perfect thing. He's done.
Right. He needed another step. He needed to be one step closer. Like he stuck his leg out and then tried to reach instead of going for like a proper kick.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman scressing.
I feel like it's in the finish time now, and we still haven't had any bloodline or Jake Paul interference.
See, that's the thing. I think there's still another like 10 minutes in
Yeah.
this match. I don't think we're close to the finish. I think we still got an Austin Theory running.
Oli hit him in the kidney.
There's the lucky
Oh!
punch. And he goes, gets up immediately.
It's one of the punches.
2 lucky punches. A Superman punch. Both jumped a little bit. Both got us a little bit. It was like, no. Oh. I jumped in my seat a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh wow. Roman's selling that really well. Like he's got clocked in the ear.
Yeah.
And he's like working his jaw
Ringing
to
a little bit,
release the
maybe,
pressure,
yeah. What a pro. A couple of pros.
Oh, he's trying to stop him rolling out. Oh.
Classic.
For what this is, I can't imagine this going better.
No?
Oh, but let's wait till the finish. Let's not speak too soon.
To this point in the match, they've done a fantastic job. Oh, he's going to go for his frog splash onto the thing.
Oh, watch out.
Yeah, that almost hit Roman in the face.
Look at the commentator. Or is that the commentator? Or is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he just hopped up perched on the
Sitting there with a
barricade.
GoPro in his hand.
He's sitting there like he's some kind of kendo stick. Oh, is that his crew?
That is his crew.
He's not gonna film himself doing the frog splash, is he?
What if he does like the Shawn Michaels elbow drop or something? Look at this vlogger. Taking too much time.
Oh my god, he's gonna film it while jumping off the top rope.
Goated.
That is great social media marketing.
Oh, and he nailed it.
Oh!
Still recording.
This is where it now just looks. Yeah, that's a good photo. That's a good photo. Look at that. Didn't bring the knees in, but I'm cool with that. Like, he hit him with such force.
And it was a proper twisting frog splash. Like, his body was perfectly parallel with the Usos are here.
Here we go.
His
Where's
body
Jake
was
Paul?
perfectly parallel with the table. He's getting into it with the entourage. Here's where Jake Paul comes in.
Are they all going to start doing 450 centons as well? I don't know.
I can't imagine any of these guys would be as good at this as Logan.
Maybe wrestling isn't that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, the first thing I ever did in a wrestling ring, I nailed it. So maybe it's not.
Yeah, I landed on my head.
I have landed on my head before. That sucks. Took a bad hip toss.
Yeah.
Not fun. Here you go. He's got his own theme music.
They're doing another match, aren't they?
Oh, the Paul brothers are going to face the Usos for the tag titles, 100%. You with 0% of the drip that his brother came out with. Look at that outfit. Tank top and gym shorts.
What is a drip in this context? Clothes?
If someone says you have drip,
Yeah.
it's like Seth Rollins
You
has
oiled
drip.
yourself up
No, Seth Rollins has drip. It's a good outfit.
to make you more difficult to catch.
Yeah.
That didn't look very good.
Still got an Austin Theory run-in that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
But here you go.
Oh, beautiful. D'Lo Brown style frog splash.
Still jumping a little bit. I was like, they're not going to do it. The fact that it is in Saudi Arabia does make me go like, this is where they lose their mind.
No, shut up.
You know, like this is the place where
Look at
they
that.
lose their mind. Goldberg beat the Fiend here.
No. No. This is Triple H.
No, it's Austin Theory. It's got to be.
No, I meant, yeah, Triple H.
Oh,
is
there you
in
go. Solo
control.
Sikoa. Interesting.
I didn't mean Triple H was
I
coming out,
understand.
yeah.
No, Triple H is running in on this match. The enforcer of the group.
But where was Sammy? That can be the next plot point. Sammy wasn't there. If he was, maybe Jay wouldn't have, screwed up.
Now you guys care.
Adam Pearce.
Jamie Noble.
Is that Pat Buck? Yeah.
The leader of the Young Bucks. Holy smokes, what a dive.
Whoa.
Taking out the Usos. Nah, this is just going to be the finish. He's going to get back in the ring and get speared.
Yeah, and then that's sort of your start of
Yeah.
Usos
Superman punch.
feud.
Ooh-ah. Spear. That'll do it.
Yeah. Very well done.
A masterful performance. A masterful performance. And of course, might be superficial at this point, but I don't care. What a nice, fat 14-point total.
Well done, Logan Paul and Roman Reigns and WWE. That was just exactly what it needed to be. And it was a very fun time. That flew by, that match.
It was a great match.
We were 35 minutes from the moment Roman came out. That's a fifth? No, 1/7 of the whole show.
Wonderful
Brilliant.
time. Yeah.
Very, very good stuff.
It was like a 4.5-star match.
Yeah.
And this is this guy's third match.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. There's loads of people because they've just watched the end of the Logan Paul Roman Reigns fight. So please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to WrestleTalk Podcast. Luke and I will be back tomorrow with a full review of this show. And go over and subscribe to WrestleTalk because later, Tempest is going to have an immediate reaction to this show, and then I'll have a full green screen edited review up too. Let's just run through our last remaining chats, because all of the chat money raised will go to SAMI for SYRIA. Today, Sky Shadowrun says, last one from me, but we've all talked about Jay and Sami, but why do you think Roman goes after Mania? Does he stay champion and continue as a tribal chief with a broken bloodline? Does he disappear for a while? Is there anything left for him to do?
It's a good question, honestly. Like, all of Roman's character development has kind of been around holding the belts and who he's going to lose the belt to, and then what happens when that happens. I don't know. I don't know what all this I don't know where you go after that, because I would imagine that he's going to lose it to somebody bloodline related. If not, he might just lose it to like Walter or Kevin Owens or some other big name that they want to really solidify.
Cody.
Could be Cody, absolutely. But otherwise, I don't know. I think you could have a real total spiral of Roman Reigns after he loses. And that could be like another 6 months of this story, and maybe all the bloodline members leave him, and who knows? You could run with this as long as you want, really.
Yeah, because as soon as Roman loses, that's when Jay or Jimmy go, hey, they feel a bit more confident to talk up to him. That's really good. Your Gabbage mate, if Logan wins, I'll get a WTTV tattoo of Tempest choosing on my ass.
It's a shame. Almost had it.
And
we could have been matching.
Zareth, member for 15 months. That match had so much style, I'd say the money they're paying the Paul brothers is paying dividends. Well, it all depends on how much they actually convert into buy rates, which, going by the Jake Paul pay-per-view last weekend, isn't that successful. It's difficult because, these celebrity things, they work great usually historically as a one-off thing. Getting people to come back for the second, third, fourth, fifth match, that's very difficult. I can't see them doing a better job though than what they've done here.
And honestly, unless they put him in the ring with Seth Rollins or something, I don't know how you get a better match out of Logan Paul than that. Unless he just keeps getting better, which is possible considering that was only his third match, but what a performance. Absolutely, that was a great match.
Overall, decent show, I thought. I'd give it a, between a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, like a high 3 or a low 4, I would say. Kind of started off a little rocky. It was just sort of the finishes of the early matches that were keeping it down. But I don't know. The women's title match was maybe not the strongest, but that main event sort of made up for it. Overall, I'd say it was a good show for sure, helped by a great main event.
And still your Jam That Champion Tempest. We are going to make some videos now, but in the meantime, go over to partsFUNknown, because over there you can watch our latest show, Survival Series. We've played the trailer for it a bunch of times, but it's effectively Tempest making all the WrestleTalk crew try and name every single WWE champion in reverse chronological order. And it's tough, but it was funny.
It's very funny. It's one of my favorite things that we've gotten to do, so we'll close with the trailer one more time. Please go over and support partsFUNknown, support WrestleTalk, and have a lovely and safe weekend. Hello, and welcome to our new hit show, Survival Series, where we've taken the most exciting and beloved round of Quizlemania and turned it into its own brand new show. You will be naming every WWE champion.
Hello, I'm very annoyed at how much people think I'm going to be good at this.
That would be Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Brock Lesnar.
Bobby Lashley. Big E. The Miz.
No!
That is your first strike.
No!
I was really hoping I could hold on to at least that first mistake for a little while.
I'm missing something. Randy Orton. Dean Ambrose.
Daniel Bryan.
Dean, Seth, Roman, I can't remember what order.
He gets off Sheamus, off Cena.